How's it going?
Amazing.
Nice to finally meet you.
Happy to meet you.
Thank you for finally coming all this way. I see you got some espresso.
Yes,
Black, right?
Black, no sugar.
No latte.
Hey, I'm all natural, no sugar added.
I could tell.
You know what I mean?
I wish I could say the same, but you know what? I'm a big yerba mate guy, vanilla latte guy, big Starbucks guy.
People call me a steroid head. You know, hey, he's a meat head. He's taking a bunch of steroids. I'm like, bro, I'm all natural, no sugars added.
Yeah,
no sugars.
Well, let's dig into the biggest part. Let's go over the beginning of your life and everything. I mean, I'm sure the people watching already know who you are, what you do. Seen you everywhere, 25 billion views across all networks. I mean, go ahead.
Well, so what do you want to know about my childhood or how
let's start there because I know you weren't born here, or were you born here?
I was born here.
Mm-hmm.
My mother came through Mexico to have me here. When we arrived here and I was born, my uncle was working with Pablo Escobar. Two uncles. One pretty much told Pablo that the drugs that he sent him didn't arrive. Like it was confiscated by the Beverly Hills Police Department and it didn't arrive to him. So Pablo had people inside, checked, nothing was confiscated. My uncle was trying to rob him for $2 million worth of product, which he would have flipped it on the streets anyways for like 8. But Pablo used to just front him. So he sent his guys. He kidnapped one of my uncles, which he knew that didn't have anything to do with it, but it was the brother.
Yeah.
He held him, and then until he found that brother who was about to run away to Israel, and he just blasted him with they say 2,000 bullets. Completely destroyed his car. His body was just a bunch of pieces of meat all over the car. It was here in the city. My mom was washing dishes at the time. He just arrived to the house, was just about to give birth to me.
Wow.
And she had me and we pretty much left. We went back to Israel,
So that's the start for you. I mean, even being born in, was life rough growing up in Israel? Because I know you came here when you were, what, 10?
10, yeah. Oh. Good,
Yeah, keep up a little bit. I like to be on TikTok. I like to do my research for sure. I mean, you're a very entertaining guy, whether people take it one way or another. But, I mean, like you said, Pablo Escobar, your uncles, is this a family matter? I mean, is this a family business? Is this self-made? What's going on?
Half of my family were gangsters. The other half were cops and FBI, CIA, Mossad agents. They worked everywhere. So I had two choices. I could go the gangster route or the cop route. When I looked at all my family members that went in they used to tell me this. They said, if you go in a straight line, you will get the farthest. Don't go crooked. Don't sell drugs. Don't sell weapons. Don't kill people. Definitely don't sell women.
Yeah.
None of that. That's the most degrading thing you could be is a fucking pimp.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then above that, it's like a drug dealer. For me, it's the most degrading thing because who's taking drugs? Mostly the youth.
Yeah.
So what are you doing? Poisoning the fucking youth?
Yeah.
To feed your family? Fuck you and your family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Go work hard. Every job has its respect. I used to do demolition for my dad. I was the trash guy. Respect. I earned my money. I didn't steal it. I didn't sell drugs. I was a young man, and I earned my money outright. So when I'm looking at these people, like some of my family members who were dealing drugs, I was disgusted by them. But when I looked at my uncle, who was an FBI agent, this guy's fucking poor. He's fucking poor. He has no money. He's waiting to retire. And he did retire early. He retired at the age of 44 or 45, which is an early retirement.
Big time.
So they gave him less money per month, because of early retirement. But he was like, why would I stay here another 10 years? He's been 20 years in the system, doing the work. He's been on TV for a bunch of drug busts and all that.
Yeah.
So sometimes in Israel, he would bust my uncles from my other side,
Oh, wow.
Because my mom's side, everybody's like a good guy, good boy,
Nice guy.
nice guys.
Yeah, nice guys.
Then you have my dad's side. One of my dad's, like, I think is like second or third uncle in Israel. Until today, he's like Pablo Escobar.
Really?
He sits in the jail. If he says every jail stops feeding everybody, for tomorrow we're fasting 24 hours, nobody eats. They look up to him like he's a god.
Why is that?
And you can look him up. His name is Itzhak Habergel. People are going to be like, holy
It's
shit.
like royalty.
People are going to be like, holy shit, he's connected to him. I've never said in my life that I'm connected to him. Ever. I've never spoken about him.
Wow.
But he's an uncle of mine that I never seen, never met. He's in prison for life. And if he said nobody eats tomorrow in all of the prisons and all the gangsters in Israel and all the Israeli gangsters all around the world, they don't eat tomorrow for 24 hours, everybody respect him. Everybody goes into a fast.
Yeah. Because I know you've played
He's
both
legendary.
roles.
He's legendary. I played both roles. I was the good guy and the bad guy.
And
at first, I was going towards the bad.
And that's when did you reset? Like, what was the path when you started off bad? How did you get it? Did you follow this uncle? Did you follow the FBI uncle? Which
in the
led
beginning, I just went after the uncles that were bad.
And was that because of, you think, mentorship growing up? I mean, was your father in your life much?
My father was there. My father told me my whole life, if you're not going to be a killer, you're not a real man. You need to kill everybody who comes in your way. Stab him in the neck, chop off their head. Don't worry. If cops show up, we'll take care of it. That was his mentality since I was like 3, 4, 5 years old.
So this is innate in your family. This is just...
My dad would regularly beat me, break like a plate over my head, throw me into the wall. If I'd cry, he'd beat me more. Why are you crying? You're a man. And what's crazy is after he did that with me and I rebelled against him, he didn't do that with my brother. Because eventually I grew to become stronger, tougher. I was very powerful as a young man.
Yeah.
I was inspired by like Bruce Lee, Jean-Claude Van Damme. You watch their movies that they're fighting, that they're taking down bad guys, drug dealers. You know, I got Superman on my fucking shoulder as a tattoo. I was always the kind person internally. I've never hurt somebody to the point where it was disgusting.
Yeah.
For example, if I fought someone on the street, I'll tell them, let's have a good fight. You fell on the floor, I'm not going to hit you. I'm not going to stomp you. When I was like going out in Hollywood as a young man, you would see guys, 4, 5, 6 black guys jumping a Mexican guy. He's on the floor and they're all stomping him.
Yeah.
No. That's a bitch right there. All 6 are bitches. So I used to get very upset, take a stick, fucking start beating the fuck out of them. While they're beating up another guy, all of a sudden the guy gets hit in the back of the head split open, he's on the floor, completely gone. The next guy, if I need to pull out a knife, stab the next guy.
So violence has been in your life since you were a kid.
If I see evil, I could take off your head. I could chop it off. If I see kindness, I'll give you my clothing.
Damn. Because
my dad, as a young boy, he was very evil with me. He was also very evil with my mother. And he's not a bad guy. He just had a very hard childhood himself. And when I had to go back to figure out his childhood and understand it, to forgive him, I didn't speak to him for almost 10 years.
Wow.
And we spoke now, and speaking for a few years now, and we're good. It's crazy because if my dad gets upset, I could still feel it.
Wow. It's like trauma, kind of. It's just always going to be there. Do you think... And
I just bought him a brand new Bentley.
Yeah.
You know?
Back in Israel, I know he's, like you said, top G kind of out there. Do you think he's proud of you now with what you've done and everything you have? I mean, look at the life you've built for yourself outside of social media and all that.
I call my dad right now and ask him if he's proud of me. He'll tell you no. What do you mean? What did he achieve?
Really?
What did he achieve? Okay, he has a lot of money. Okay. He's got a physique. Good. He needs to be the president.
Damn. Is that what you're looking for?
He's behind, so that's what my dad's going to say. He's behind. He didn't achieve enough. With his mentality, with the way he is, and the things that he knows, should be the president of the United States. He shouldn't be on social media playing around.
Yeah.
But he doesn't understand there's a path that you have to take in order to get there. I can't get there to become the president of the United States by working hard as a normal man. I have to become something different. So I understand where the world is going. I'm going with the world. I'm not stopping.
Yeah.
So every day, the more people know me, the more I have recognition, the more likely I am to become the president and be loved and be endorsed. And people are going to just say, you know, that's our guy. We've been watching him for long enough. That's our guy.
It's influence. Influence is everything, especially to the youth, to the older generation. I mean, speaking of influence, look at social media, 25 billion views across all platforms. When you look at that, you get compared to Tate a lot, and not in the sense of you're the same person, but you go through the comments, people are like, same mindset, same mentality, alpha guy, you know, all the cars. I mean, look at you pull up with a Rolls-Royce, Lamborghini Urus, security behind you, armed guards. I mean, you think you're a mafia boss. It's kind of intimidating when you see all this stuff. But how do you feel when people say you're like Tate? Is that an insult?
It's funny. Some people are calling me now Kosher Tate. Have you seen that?
Yeah. I mean, can't say I didn't like one of those comments, but
I'll tell you, I do like Tate very much. If there wasn't Tate, I don't know if there would have been King Azoulay. Almost 3 years ago, my old partner came up to me and said, listen, the internet needs you, and there's a guy named Tate. It's like your identical brother. You guys don't look alike, but you guys are like identical. But he speaks in English, and the shit you say in Hebrew is like the same exact thing. It's like you have to watch him. And I wasn't a social media guy. I wasn't on the internet. I didn't want to be. I wanted to be away from the world. When people are thinking about becoming rich and showing off to the world, I wanted to become rich so I could step away from the world, go live in a fucking cabin in the woods with my wife and my kids. I don't want my kids around all this shit. This place is a shithole, you know? It's not even a world. Most people don't even know that. People think they're living in a world. They don't know anything. Everything you see is just a translation of your mind. It's not really what you see. It's not. It's all fake. It's all fucking fugazi. It's not real. Well, we'll get back to that in a second.
Yeah, I was going to say, I want to hear more about that. But
the problem is that people want to become rich to just show it off. And I don't. I wanted to become rich so I could step away from the world. But 3 years ago, my old partner says to me, you have to get on the internet. You're a piece of shit. I'm like, why? He's like, because you have all these gifts. All of these gifts. And you're going to keep them to yourself? You're not going to go share it with the world? I'm like, why? I shared it with you. Look, you're fucking making $3,000 a month. Now you're making 60 to 80 grand every single month. He's like, that's me, but I'm good now. I'll run the business. You go fucking speak to the world. The world needs you. They need Ben. I was like, man, I don't know if I want to be on the internet. You know, then people know everything about you, like your parents, where they live, you know, it's all public records, my sister, my brother. It's not normal, bro. The amount of fucking crazy shit that comes my way, my parents' way, it's not normal. Like, people are fucking crazy on the internet. Like, real lunatics, you know?
Yeah. Not hiding behind the screen.
No, there should be in mental facilities. But there's something I know about that they don't know. I'm going to share it with you in just a few. You could ask me about it. What are they going to do with all these people that are talking shit on the internet? New World Order. I'll share with you in a second. A lot of the shit that I say is kind of dangerous for me, but I'm going to share it with you.
Let's hear it. I'm excited.
So the fact of Tate, I came on social media real to help Tate. I wanted to be another good, strong figure on social media to help him. Then I realized a few things. Look, I worked in counterterrorism for almost a decade. All right? Maybe almost over a decade. And I read people very well. My job was to read people, to sit in a room with you like this, interrogate you.
Yeah.
Look at you straight in your eyes, ask you a question. And the way I make you freak out is by asking you a question. and I'd stare at your
That's pretty
forehead.
crazy.
I'd stare at your forehead like this.
Mm-hmm.
Your eyes will start going crazy.
It does. That's weird.
Looking at your forehead.
Mm-hmm. Tell me what you read.
When I look, people will just give me the truth.
Yeah.
When I interrogate them. And I had some really great ways of interrogating people. You're catching a terrorist, you want to make sure that you could stop the next bombing. You know?
Like, it's like chess. You got to know their next move.
Yeah, but they're always working with people. A lot of people endorse them. A lot of people give them a lot of money. You know, they're supporting them. They're funding them. And sometimes it's a lot of stupid people who think that they're nice. Oh, this is going to the children, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, put that aside. I came on social media for Tate. I really wanted to be by his side. I wanted to help him. He very, very quickly realized that as much as he'd want me probably close to him, I'm his rival.
Yeah.
I'm his rival because I'm taking his shine. I'm younger, I'm stronger, I'm bigger, I'm smarter, I'm Jewish, I'm Israeli. I'm connected to everybody around the world.
Yeah.
I will never be like him, thrown in the dungeon for 3 months. The second I would be in the dungeon, I would be taken out.
Damn.
Nobody's going to put me in a fucking dungeon.
Nobody's going to eat. If you go in there, all hell's going to break loose.
Everybody's going to fucking starve.
Damn.
So he knows that. He doesn't want me around him. I've tried multiple times, you know.
Have you met him?
I've never met him in person.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like now he's going in the wrong direction. I still like him, but now you could tell it's all for the money. And I don't know why he needs that money, because he already has enough money. He has more money than me.
That's the confusing part. You hear a lot of people on social media. I've had the chance to meet both of them now. And this happened, I'd say, about a year ago when I met them. I was at Ryan Garcia's boxing event press conference. Mm-hmm. Ran into them in the hallway. Just like online, you know, scary appearance, you know, they're really tall in person. And even me, I was like, damn, these guys are fucking huge, but super genuine guys. But after what you're saying is like with the media run that they've been on and stuff, it kind of does seem like it's for money, but you would think these guys have everything and nothing to lose at all. So what's the point? Like, why not just fuck off and go hide? Why be out there? Why do all this stuff?
So men love power. There's nothing that a man loves more than power. If I give you all the power in the world, you're going to take it. Yeah. Even if it means destroying half of the planet, getting rid of half of the people, you still take the power. Like, it's okay. More people are going to come. It's not a big deal. I don't hear about it. Boom. Get rid of all of fucking Africa. Get rid of all the Middle East. Get rid of Mexico.
Delete it.
Delete it. Who cares? I'm in the US. Who cares, right?
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, these men who go up in power, they want more of it. And they feel like the more power, the more money that they have, the more power they're going to get. Because for a man, it's different, right? A man's power is his beauty. And a woman's beauty is her power. If a woman's beautiful, that's her power. A woman that isn't beautiful, she has no fucking power. And if she's older, then she has no fucking power. A man could always grow when it comes down to money. Yeah. So the more money he has, the more powerful he is, the more beautiful he seems. So they keep trying to be more and more handsome by gaining more and more money, but they have the money and the world does need help and the youth does need somebody to look up to. But because now they are 40, I'm 35. They're 40 and 41, I think his brother is.
Yeah.
At that age, I think that they're realizing that a lot of the young people who are 15, 16, 18 are not going to look up to them. So now they start hanging out with other kids who have nothing to do with them. Like it doesn't even fit.
Yeah.
Like how the fuck are you going to look like some mafia and you're going to hang out with, what's his name?
Clavicular.
Clavicular. Yeah. Correct. That kid had one call with me because him and another kid named Cookie made my Ali, you're a nice guy. Yeah. They sat down and they did, Ali, you're a nice guy, blah, blah, blah. And then they hit me up and then I got on a call with both of them. And this kid, Clav, sits there and tells me, how do I make more money? So I explained to him how to make more money. He's like, how do I get more women? And I'm like, you're a good looking guy. They should just be coming to you. And then he's like, you know, I've been taking tren for a while. I'm like, you should get off of tren. You definitely shouldn't do tren.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, and it kind of made me gay. Like, I like dudes now. And I said, get off of tren. You're not going to like dudes anymore. I guarantee you. Like, get the fuck off of it. So he told me, he promised me he was going to get off of it. And then he was telling me that he was taking meth.
Fuck.
Meth. He's like, I smoke meth. Meth maxing. He's like, you heard of that?
Kid's a fucking idiot.
I'm like, meth maxing? What the fuck is that? He's like, I smoke meth and take a few lines of coke before I get a workout. I'm like, and tren? He's like, yeah. I'm like, you're going to die.
It's a recipe.
You're going to die. What can I do right now? I told him this. I said, I don't know you. I've never seen him before. Cookie got him on the line. I said, I don't know you. You seem like a good kid. I've spoken to Cookie like 3 times. What can I do right now to get you to stop this shit? I was like, even if I have to fly right now to wherever you are, because this is what I do. I help the youth get away from drugs, alcohol, steroids. You don't need steroids. You need to eat good steak, whole eggs, drink good water, not the tap water that they put shit in your water. Good water, yes. And you'll be okay. Go for runs, lift heavy weight, you'll be good. Your testosterone levels are going to shoot through the roof. Sit outside completely naked, 20, 30 minutes a day. Get some good sunlight on your balls. Also raises your testosterone levels by 140%, I swear. I swear.
I need to start going outside naked.
I tan naked, but I have my own like 2 acres of land. I'm in the middle of the
I wish I could have that. I got an apartment complex. I might just try that tomorrow. So hopefully
you do sprints. It goes up by 120%.
Sprinting naked?
No, not naked.
Oh, I was like sprinting naked outside.
I have an issue with that.
Okay, that's a sprint maxing now.
Yeah, sprint maxing. But funny stuff. I'm telling you, there's so much that they could do to raise their testosterone levels and to feel better. Yeah. And when I looked at him, I said, fuck, I see where your future is going, and it's to the grave. I'll fly out to wherever you're at right now and help you get over this shit. I actually felt really bad for him. Like I told you, if someone is coming to me like, I'm going to kill you, and I see evil, I'm going to hurt them.
Yeah.
I had people come up to me and told me I'm going to kill you, and I saw kindness in their eyes. And I said, no, you're not. You're just going through something. I felt it. I felt that they were kind and just going through something. And one time it happened to me that I said, from now on, whenever somebody's going to come up to me and try to hurt me, I'm going to speak to them. And I came out of a gas station. This guy comes in, bumps into me. I look, he looks at me, he goes, what the fuck you looking at? I see kindness in his eyes. I'm like, hey, man, if you're going through a hard time, let me buy you something. You don't have to go through a hard time. I understand life is difficult, but I'm just an angel here to save you. He looked at me and he started crying. I said, can I give you a hug? He said, yes. I gave him a hug in the middle of the fucking gas station. Yeah. He starts bawling, crying in my hands, bro. What happened? His mother just died. His mother just died. And ever since, I said to myself, anytime somebody comes to fight with you, just remember, their mother might have just died. Stop. Stop for a second. You don't know what this person is going through. If he's acting like this, there's a reason for it. And ever since, I don't even remember when was the last time I fought on the street.
Yeah.
Like, it's been a very, very long time. And now I obviously don't really go many places. You know, if I go somewhere, then I have security guards and I have people around me.
Those motherfuckers are standing right there.
Exactly.
Huh?
You know, it is what it is. But I would say I'd probably recommend for people to make a lot of money to stay away from the 99%.
Yeah.
Because if you want to be the 1%, you have to just stay away from the 99.
to hang out with everybody else. I mean, it's you are who you hang out with.
I don't dress like them. I don't walk like them. I don't talk like them. I don't act like them. I don't drive what they drive. I don't go where they go.
Yeah.
I'm me. And I consider myself in the less than the 1%. You know? So with Clav, I think the move that he's made with him is, and it's pretty retarded. They went to that club in Miami.
Yeah.
They made a scene. It was a setup.
Yeah.
They were literally setting up fucking Fuentes.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, big time.
They set up Fuentes.
Yeah.
They set up the rest of the boys. Sneeko, he doesn't like Sneeko.
Yeah.
He wanted to get rid of them. He got him banned from all over Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Then he went and had a fucking humiliation ritual at Patrick Bet David. Mm-hmm. Over there, when he had that fucking humiliation ritual.
Yeah.
It was like, no, I have people in Israel. I have the tech team in Israel. I was like, okay, great. Welcome to the family, baby. Welcome to the fucking family. You can go talk about Israel all you want. You can talk about Jews all you want. Jews are the best people you could have around you.
Why do you say that? Do you think
people talk about looks maxing? How about Jews maxing?
No, yeah.
How about Jews maxing?
Big time. One of my buddies, Daniel, we always make fun of him because we call it Jew maxing. We were in Vegas actually recently. We all took a boys trip and we were going to Caesar's Palace Buffet. Not a crazy thing, $100 to get in, but the line was 3.5 hours. Our buddy Steven walks up, says something to the lady, VIP, walk right in.
Exactly.
And the whole night, Jew maxing. It's because you're Jewish. They're all aligned. Everything connects. The whole world is just because of that. And from that day going till now, it's a true superpower. And in a good way, not in a...
It is. It is.
Actually, so, back to the...
One more thing I want to say. He had that ritual over at Patrick Bet David, was done over there.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, Clavicular went and spoke to David, which is another Jewish guy, who told him, okay, I pardon you. It's okay. Now you can be welcome into nightclubs. He said, I'm going to go kiss the wall. Clav said, I'm going to go kiss the wall. I'm going to go to Israel. Cried like a little fucking bitch, you know, sitting there doing Hi Hitler. Go fuck yourself. 6 million Jews were taken out because of Hitler. You know what I mean? And listen, I know Hitler is a big name.
Yeah.
I know that. And if it wasn't for Hitler, there wouldn't be Israel. I also know that. God has his plan. We're not here to judge God. God has his ways that he organizes everything. You think you're waking up this morning and you're going to go to work and you might not. You know, we have plans. God laughs at them. We don't have plans. Whatever he wants is going to happen. So whatever he did back then, I understand that it was to get everybody to go back to Israel and for us to have our own country again and all that. But to go and talk about Hitler like he's some idol, you know, him, Clav, Sneeko, Myron, Dan Bilzerian, all of these, I would literally get them all in the cage, beat the fuck out of all of them, all at the same time. All at the same time. All 4 of them at the same time, knock them the fuck up, knock them the fuck out in UNF.
Yeah. Wait, so what makes you believe that in your skills? You think you can, because I've seen Sneeko get in there, spar Sean Strickland, you know. I mean, I've seen Clav try jiu-jitsu and, you know, got bullied a bit. You know, I don't blame the kid. It's not meant for everybody.
Sean Strickler is just a fucking maniac. The guy just likes to beat up people and get beat up.
Would you ever spar him?
You know, of course.
You would?
Of course I would.
Why don't we set it up?
Anytime, bro. Are you kidding me?
That'd be fun. I would love it. We go to Extreme Couture, make it a Vegas
you could
trip.
also see him like he's a good guy.
He is.
Like you see, he's got a big heart.
Yeah.
But he's like psychopath.
Yeah, it's just
the
way he grew up. Like he grew up in the same hometown that I did, so I was a big Sean Strickland fan before he blew up, and I got the chance to talk to him and meet him, and he is a nice guy. He just so brutally honest because it's a scapegoat, it's a cover, it's a shield for him.
But I like that because he reminds me of me. It reminds me of my dad. I like that. You know, I like people like that. Speak what you feel.
Yeah.
What's in your heart should be on your tongue. You should speak it. Most people hold their tongue, you know?
Yeah.
In our Bible, it says life and death at the tip of the tongue. What you say can get you killed. So you have to really be careful with what you say. And I'm not being careful with what I say.
Yeah.
So Clav, after that, had his own fucking humiliation ritual and Tate together. And now they're together hanging out. And what is Tate showing kids? If you're going to be like this fucking idiot, doing drugs, doing meth, doing coke, doing tren, being fucking retarded, getting facial reconstructed facial shit,
retarded.
Go get your bones broken to get taller, because if you're not 6'6", that he said he wants to be, he wants to get this limb lengthening. If you're not 6'6", then you're not a man. And if you're not pretty like this, boy, you look like a fucking girl.
Yeah, I was gonna say
You're supposed to be a man. I've been look maxing my whole life.
Yeah.
But to get shredded, to build muscle, I get nice cuts. I cut my hair. I cut my beard. I look great. But to fucking reconstruct your face, to
look like a lesbian.
Yeah, come on. So it seemed like it was all a plan, because now they're together. And together holding hands as little girlfriends.
Yeah.
And they're off in Arizona, then in New York, traveling together.
Yeah.
And what is he showing little kids? Be like this fucking idiot and you're going to be my friend. He's not going to bring me around him, because then I'll fucking take his show. Let's not forget, Tate was like a little retard kid who grew up and then became like a fighter. And then now he's the cool guy.
No.
That's why I like him, because he defeated all the odds. He was fucking retarded, and now all of a sudden he's this cool guy.
Through life experiences, and then you get Clav.
Like that,
Yeah.
But
it's hard to trust a young guy with fame and money.
But he's going the wrong route when it comes down to Tate. Wrong route. I mean, bringing Clav next to you, come on. Doesn't fit you, doesn't fit the image of your brother. It just doesn't. Should be around real men, billionaires, hanging out on fucking yachts, smoking your cigar, and showing the kids how to become a real man. And it's not by being around a fag like that.
Do you think he knows that? Do you think it's for money?
He knows that. He knows that the real world, all the kids in the real world are about to leave the real world, right? Mm-hmm. So how does he keep them there? We got a new young one for the show. So these 16-year-olds or 12-year-olds or 11-year-olds that he's fucking taking their lunch money to be in the real world, cool. How's he going to take you now? Because they're not looking up to a 41-year-old guy. They're looking up to Clav. Look at Clav. He gets to be with Tate. Oh, Clav is the next Tate. No, you can barely speak, because he had this fucking reconstructed of his face. You barely speak. When I spoke to him, he was like, it's just hard. Yeah, I know. I was thinking about it, but I really like it for working out. I'm like, what did you say? He's stuck.
Yeah.
He's stuck. This is not the kind of guy you want to be around. So he's becoming a bad role model.
Yeah.
So it's okay. I'll take his place. It is what it is.
25 billion views speaks for itself.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes down to social media, your growth ever since you started, what has that been like, and how does this affect your personal life? Because I know you have your family life, and you kind of try to keep it private as much as you can, but only so much you could do.
I came into social media. I wanted to be the hero. I really wanted to. But it's very hard to get people to love you. It's much easier to get people to hate you. But when I came in, I wanted to save the people. The problem is that when the people are stuck in the system, they don't want to be unplugged. Just like in the Matrix. They don't want to be taken out. They feel like they have to, for some reason, protect the system. They're fighting for the system. Because they're controlled by the system and they're relying on the system. Oh, we get government money, we get schooling, we get housing, we get all this bullshit. They don't want to actually escape.
Yeah.
So when you're coming in and telling them, look, you could work out, you could become a better person, you could do business, they're like, well, you don't know my life. I grew up and I have a dad that's been this and this and that. And I have a mom that's like this or that's a druggie. And I live, in a place where everybody's on welfare. I'm like, okay, but you could get out of it. I started from nothing. And the more good you try to do for them, the more hate they bring upon you. So I came in as the hero. They didn't accept me as the hero. So I said, okay. You don't like me as the fucking hero? I'll come back as the fucking villain. That's completely fine. but I'm not leaving. And if that's what you want, that's what you're going to get. And then I realized, because I understand psychology so fucking well, the line between love and hate is a very thin line. Your woman could love you. You do one wrong thing, she's going to hate you. Like she wants you dead. Same way in reverse. They could hate you, want you dead. You raise some emotions in them. Now you are controlling them. They come back to watch me not knowing why the fuck they come to watch me. Why are we watching this motherfucker? We just want to see him fall. So they keep coming back. And then I keep feeding them more and more and more. In the beginning was more and more hate. Now I'm feeding them more and more love. Boom. I started to gain more followers. I was stuck at like 500,000 followers for like a whole year. Why? Because I went into being the villain because they didn't accept me.
Yeah.
Trying to be the hero. They don't accept me. They talk all this shit about me. They make up stories about me. Okay, let me be the villain. I'll make you guys hate me. Then I'll make you guys love me. Now they're watching me. They're like, oh, this guy's not that bad. He's actually a nice guy. A good guy.
Yeah, very nice guy.
Very nice guy. So now they started following me again. And I understood that. So I went along with it. I said, okay, it's the harder route probably. It's going to be longer. It's going to create a lot of chaos, but I'm going to do it. With that came death threats to my mother, death threats to my wife, rape threats to both of them, packages to my mother's house with all sorts of shit inside, pepperoni pizzas, box with shit, dog shit in it, letters of how they're coming to kill my mother, slaughter her, rape her, drug her, leave her in a warehouse, completely left to die, an abandoned warehouse. Received the emails about men who are watching my mother or my wife, stalking them, knowing where they go at all times, and it's just a matter of time before they kill either one of them. Packages to my dad's house, threats to my brother. And probably about 1,000 death threats a month to me. And you wouldn't imagine how creative these people are. They don't tell you, I'm just going to come shoot you. They literally tell you what artery they're going to take out. And I received some calls. Some were from people at a very high place. I said, look, you could just stop. You could stop all of this. We'll make it go away. We'll make this all go away. It'll be done. Don't worry. You'll have whatever you want. I've been offered millions of fucking dollars to come work for another organization.
Yeah.
I declined it. That's why my cars have to be watched at all times. That's why I carry on me 2 weapons at all times.
Mm-hmm.
And I thank God for training me for fighting terrorists my whole life, to now being able to protect myself and my family. But when it first happened, I sent my wife for 2 months, sent her over to Israel. I was living at a penthouse at the W Hotel. I left the penthouse. I had someone send me a photo of my penthouse from another fucking rooftop and told me, don't you for a second think that we don't know where you are. That's why I live in the mountains.
That's why we're here at a secret location. That's why, damn.
It's my life has, if these people online would understand how much I'm risking everything that I have to save them at home. Because it's not about working out, and it's not about making money, and it's not about any of that. It's the fact that they don't even understand what really is going on. And I'm trying to give the best hints in the best ways possible. But they want to fight because they're protecting the system. They're too used to it. They don't want to escape. They don't want to leave. They want to be stuck. It's like a druggie. All these guys here on the street, the homeless guys.
Yeah.
These are not homeless people. These are druggies. When I was homeless, I was 17 years old. I used to sleep at the park or in my car. I used to go to 24-hour fitness at the Galleria in Sherman Oaks, work out, take showers, brush my teeth, look good, go to work, saved up money, rented a place.
Yeah.
Didn't do any drugs.
No meth maxing.
No meth maxing. I was just being homeless. That's it. The people here, these are drug addicts rolling on the fucking road under the damn bridge with needles stuck into them. Those people, they shouldn't be on the street. But it's all by design. Everything is by design. The social media is by design. People don't understand. It started from the Roman Empire. They built the Colosseum because the Romans would constantly go to war and try to conquer the world. And sometimes the citizens would get very hungry. The Romans would give out food.
Yeah.
They were getting very hungry. They were getting frustrated. How do you distract the people? You build a Colosseum. 100,000 of these slaves that built the Colosseum were Jews, by the way, and died building the Colosseum. When that was built, that's how they started distracting them. The emperor sent everybody to go see the fucking circus. Then they were like, oh, this is great. How do we expand within the years? They built circus. Circus here, circus there. In every city, there's a circus. Later, theme parks, stadiums. Go watch people throwing a fucking ball. Who do you give a ball to? Your dog. You give it to an animal, not to a human.
Yeah.
But they became very smart and they realized if they could keep these athletes as workhorses to distract the people, then now they can do whatever they want. Because you are distracted. You're thinking about that basketball player. You're a diehard fan. He doesn't fucking know you exist. You're sitting there talking about your fucking team just won. They didn't win. That team won. They made money. His family is eating. He distracted you from your mission. You, on the other hand, your family's starving. Your team is losing. But you're calling it my team. How is it your team? They don't know you exist. Then from there, TVs, they brought the circus into your home. From there, phones. They brought the circus into your hands.
Yeah.
Tablets. Now what happened? Social media. You see on TV, when you had movie stars, not everybody's going to love Jean-Claude Van Damme. Not everybody's going to love Michael Jackson. Not everybody was going to love Bruce Lee. These were actors, artists, singers, but not everybody likes them. So what did they do? They created social media. Social media. But you have a follow button. Who do people follow? Prophets. They idolize, which is against the Bible, to idolize people. They idolize Jesus Christ. They idolize Muhammad. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Now they're following you. They're following me.
Yeah.
There's a follow button to follow King Azoulay because now you're idolizing him. So now they gave you an influencer for everybody. Women, men, Chinese, Black, Mexican, Israeli. So now every person has someone that he's idolizing.
Yeah, big time.
And what are we called? creators.
Mm.
Who's a creator? God. Now I am a creator. I'm creating content. I'm a creator. There's a follow button. I'm a prophet. People don't even realize. And they're being distracted so much. And the youth is being fed so much crap. The world is almost becoming to an end unless someone stands up and fights the system. And at first, Tate said he was going to fight the system. And at the end, he fought just to fucking blow up his pockets. I don't need money. I have enough of it. I have enough money. From my understanding, Tate has more than me. I could tell by his lifestyle and the amount of cars. He's got more money than me. But the money doesn't make the man. The man makes the money.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck how much the number. Okay, am I going to chase a number? A number never ends. It has no ending to it. If your chase for happiness is after a number, your chase for happiness will never end because a number never ends. There's no ending to it.
Yeah.
But knowing that before I die and I go to God and I stand up there and he tells me, you fucking got the job done. You got it done, son. That's what I want. I want him to be proud of me. So that's why I don't really care about the money. Most of the programs that I've done, even though I was charging like 7K and 10K to people that have money, but the people who didn't have money, the other people in the program didn't even know, but I didn't even charge them. I saw the guy just needed it, didn't charge him. Oh. And most of the money went to charity to feed kids, not to me.
Wow.
Tomorrow I'm going to speak at a high school for free, doing the whole organization, everything for free. I'm paying for everything out of pocket.
Yeah.
Why? Because I want to save the youth. I had a program. That was called The Hero's Journey. People looked at me as the hero. And I explained to them in the program, I'm not the hero. Are you going through a struggling phase? Are you?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
You're the hero. I'll tell you why. In every single hero movie, 90% of the movie, the hero is struggling.
Yeah.
He's not the hero. People don't look up to him. People want him dead. If you're struggling right now, you're going through that hero's journey phase. You know how Batman or Superman leave, they go away, and then they come back and everybody loves them? Yep. That's towards the end of the movie. That's called the hero's journey. I would literally take everybody in that program from zero to hero within 6 to 8 weeks. I would tell them this is a 6-week program. I'd always continue it to 8 weeks. Every single person, 1,200 men who have went through this program, each and every one of them is doing better. Some of them were couch surfing, now making $100,000 to $150,000 every single month. Some of them were on drugs, alcohol, completely cleaned up, working out, getting shredded, looking amazing. I had a guy who was worth $500 million, close to $600 million. After 1 year with working with me, he got to $2.7 billion. Paid me $1 million that year. You know what I did with the $1 million?
Donate.
All of it literally went to the social media and the things that I'm doing to go out there and show myself more. That's what it paid for.
Wow.
Feed kids, get clothing to kids, feed families in the holidays. Feed about 100 families last holiday. Jewish holiday. It was a Jewish thing, yes.
Why not Christmas, bro?
Yeah, Christmas I did. I gave out presents.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's what I love about the game. I mean, I don't do this for the money. I do it because I truly love it, and I owe it to myself. I mean, growing up, grew up a very unique life. You know, single mother growing up in LA, and I feel like I owe it to her. I was a F student. You know, like you say, F students run the world, and I knew from a young age, and she accepted it that I wasn't going to go to college, and this is my college, and what I'm paying for now with getting studio time and going out and marketing, I'm getting to talk to people like you. That's something college you can't get. I go to college campuses, I go to the professors, I look at the parking lot. What do you see? I don't see a fucking car I want to drive.
No.
I look right outside. What do I see?
A $600,000 vehicle.
and that's what I'm getting at with this conversation. You know, it's not about the money you can make. It's about the pureness of life you could surround yourself with. I've noticed that with meeting a lot of wealthy people, they live very pure lives. Some of them, yes, you could tell the corrupt ones, but you could tell just by talking to them. But the true wealthy people, man, some of the most beautiful people in the world who live the purest lives. And that's how I want to be. I want to aspire to be like you, who donates to charity and does these nice things, let alone have a nice life for myself and my future kids and everything. I got to create a legacy, and that's the whole point in this.
I've realized that I'm not doing it just out of the kindness of my heart, you know? I've realized that there is something just missing in my heart, that when a kid looks at me and says, wow, thank you, you got me this gift, or you fed my family, that does something for me. That fulfills something that is missing. And I've realized that in actually every person that does these things. We've went through something in our childhood. Some of us, that this is the difference between the hero and the villain, okay? The hero and the villain have the same backstory. Both were orphans, both had a very hard childhood, both grew up difficult. But the hero grows up and says, everything that happened to me, I will make sure it doesn't happen to anyone else. And the villain says, everything that happened to me, I'm going to make sure that it happens 10 times worse to everyone else. And you have to choose. Are you going to be the hero? Or are you going to be the villain? I like playing both. But I like playing both because it's almost like I have two sides to me.
Yeah.
I'll show you a picture of me when I was a little boy. I had very long blonde hair. Until the age of 3, I had like blue eyes. I don't know why they changed to like greenish, but I was like a very pale, soft looking boy. And the world has changed me. It was hard. It was so hard. And I think the only reason that I became this powerful is only because I didn't look to try to avoid the pain. Yeah. Most kids today, they go to drugs, they go to alcohol to avoid the pain. But going to the gym ever since I was a little boy and training for fighting, it allowed me to understand that if I didn't want the pain in the gym, I would probably just not go to the gym anymore. But we know if I keep going, the results I'm going to get are going to be amazing and I'm going to love them. Yeah. So if I'm going through a difficult time, it's not really a difficult time. It's a character building time. And if I'm going to go through that time and pass it, now I have this new ability that I didn't have before. Now I have this newfound strength that I didn't own before. If you harness your pain and understand that the struggle is meant only for you to become better, you will love it. You will look for the chaos. You will look for the challenges. You will look for the pain. Because pain is just weakness leaving the body. It's not really pain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree. I mean, even in combat sports, it's like you substitute mental pain with physical pain, and that's how you compensate that. And I mean, even me with doing power slap, I'm doing it to be the best in the world because I know I can. There's a lot of dangerous guys. A lot of people say, oh, what, two fucking retards from the Midwest slapping each other. But it's more of to prove that I can be something of a physical power other than just mental.
Yeah. If you could bear through the pain of physical pain, you could bear mental pain. That's why I say, like, gym is the best place for anyone to start. And then if you're a young boy and you want to be strong and you want to make sure you could protect yourself or your family, go get in an altercation, not outside.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay? Because we don't know outside what's going to happen. But inside a nice controlled environment where you're training some Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, where We train some Muay Thai, some kickboxing, some boxing, all of it. Just to feel that rush. Even when I used to spar, you're standing in front of another man.
Yeah.
If I'm not sparring somebody and I'm just hitting the bag, I could hit the bag for 10 minutes, nonstop, hit as hard as I can. But now when you're in front of another man and he's trying to take your head off, your heart's beating.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
All of a sudden, like 3 minutes,
Yeah.
you're dying.
Your legs get heavy.
You know?
Your arms are like, holy shit.
Exactly, because you're in fight or flight mode.
Yeah.
And your brain was not built for success. It was built for survival.
Yeah.
That's why most people are just surviving. They're not successful. But if you could go through that survival mode and there be calm, you could do anything you want. Literally anything you want. But you also have to have a target. Because if you're going to go and say, well, I just want to be the best fighter in the world, okay, then that's what you're going to achieve.
Yeah.
But if you want to be, let's say, a billionaire, today having $1 million is not really much money. Yeah. I can't do much with $1 million.
Spend it in Vegas.
Yeah, I think you need a minimum of like 30 to 40 million dollars as a man to be okay. Especially with inflation. I'm telling you, 20 to 30 million, that's like the minimum a man needs to have to be okay. And when I say okay, I mean every man wants to have a nice car. Yeah. Every man wants to have a good woman. It is what it is. You do whatever you want to do, say whatever you want to say. At the end of the day, today, women look at one thing only: money. Word of the day: money.
Yeah.
They care about money. I don't care how much she loves you. She's going to love me more with a fucking nicer car. She's going to love me more if she could travel with me 10, 15 times a year. It is what it is.
Yeah. Get her nails done. Go shopping. Coach. Yeah, everything.
I'm telling you. I brought my lady from a fucking farm. I'm telling you. I still have to send her back and forth to Israel to see her family. We travel nonstop. I buy her gifts all the time. It is what it is. A car, gas, insurances, health insurance, nails, hair. It gets pricey. We spend a lot of money every month.
Well, speaking on the topic of money, your net worth's unknown. 500 million business revenue. How much are you actually worth? I don't want to pocket watch. I don't want to be disrespectful, but I bet you there's millions of people who are really wondering, what are you worth?
The problem is that when you tell them what you're really worth, you have other people now trying to get in your pockets.
That's true.
And if I could tell you exactly what my net worth was, then I probably don't have that much money. It was funny because me and my wife were talking about it the other day. And I said, I never thought that I'd have 10, 20 grand here laying around and 20 grand there and 100K over there. And I never even counted. I don't care. If she needs money, I'm like, just go to that drawer or go over there or go there. Or yeah, I left like $10,000 in the car. And she goes and she's like, there's 50 in here. I was like, oh yeah, there's 50. I forgot. I never really think about how much money I have. But if I have to really calculate, I don't have a lot of money in the bank. I don't keep much money in the bank, only a couple mil. In properties, I would say my properties are worth probably 50 to 60 mil right now. Just my house is $12 million and I paid for it cash. And which I shouldn't because I know how it works. I should be doing loans, but that one I did cash and now I'm probably going to sell it. You know, I should have done just a cash out refi, rent it. But where I live in the mountains, there is all this problem with like fires and stuff. I don't want to deal with it. My house was burned down. I just rebuilt it. I think I just want to sell it. $12 million, get out. I live right across the street from Will Smith, down the street from Kevin Hart, down the street from the Kardashians. So I have a lot of good celebrities around me that might want to buy it. I can show you my crypto portfolio.
Okay.
If you want.
Let's do it.
Just don't show it to them.
No. Make sure the camera can't see this. Let's see crypto portfolio. Because, man, Bitcoin, woo, I lost money on Bitcoin, but it's okay.
I buy a lot of Bitcoin.
That's all of the assets?
This is in Bitcoin.
Holy fuck. When did you buy?
A long time ago. A long time ago. So
That's a lot of fucking money.
Yep.
I mean, could I go to your car and check the center console? I mean, holy shit. I was not expecting that. That's a fat. Why not just fuck off then? What's the point? No, seriously. If I had that amount of money in my phone, in my portfolio, why not fuck off? That's generational on top of generations of generations. You could, dude.
Honestly, my son. I have a son. He's going to turn 9. And I've shared the story before. Not everybody knows, but he was kidnapped by his mother. She played a trick on me. And they've changed his name, his last name, the middle name that I gave him. His name is Donovan. I don't want to share his new last name because crazy people are going to go out there and try to look for him. They sent me death threats. I'm sure they're going to send him, you know, although he's 8 years old. But my son, he's my inspiration. He's the reason, the main reason why I got onto social media. 4 years ago, I knew I was going to lose him. I pretty much met a girl 3 weeks after she got pregnant. I asked her, what are we doing? She freaked out at my house, started breaking things. I said, whoa, it's okay. We're going to keep it. You know, I didn't know her. We ended up having the boy. I did for him a brit. You know, after 8 days, you do the brit, you chop it off.
Yeah.
Everything was good. I wasn't really with her at the time, but we were living together. And I had an ex-girlfriend who I was with before for like 5 years. And the day me and her broke up, I went to the gym and I met that one and I got her pregnant. That girl told me that she was a virgin, which is my son's mother. Told me she was a virgin. When she got pregnant, I got a call from a guy named Max, who was her ex-boyfriend for 4 years, and she wasn't a virgin. She lied to me. But in my situation, I think every girl is a virgin. I have a difficult time with size and stuff. Like my ex had 2 kids that I was raising at the time. Yeah. And that was also a difficult moment for me because she was a single mother. She had 2 kids. We were together since I was like 23 or 22. And then when I was 27, I had Donovan. But she came back, was like, I want to have you back. I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't. She's like, why? I'm like, I have a woman at home. She's like, then kick the bitch out. I'm like, I can't. She's pregnant. And she fainted in the fucking, in the what's it called? The shopping center here on Topanga.
Yeah.
Where they have
the mall?
No, right across the street from the mall. They have right next to the queue. It's a shopping center on Topanga.
Like Trader Joe's, kind of?
No.
You lost me.
They have Sharky's over there.
Anyways, in Ventura?
It's on Topanga, like right here. Anyways, I met her there. There's an AT&T. There's the Amazon, Fresh Amazon, whatever. Yeah. Met her there. She fainted when I told her that the girl was pregnant. I took her to the hospital. Still was very much in love with her. Again, it was an accident that she got pregnant. Yeah. She said she was also on birth control at the time. And I said, well, if you're a virgin, why are you on birth control? She said, well, because of my acne. It fixed my acne problem. So I said, okay, I believed her. Eventually, she got pregnant after 3 weeks. We stayed together after about a year of my son being born. Together for like a year. We celebrated his birthday. And then I said, I can't be with you. She's like, why? I'm like, because I can't. I don't love you. Yeah. We don't even have sex. We don't do anything. She was like, okay, so what do we do? I said, I don't know. We have to separate. So she's like, well, let me go to Ohio. That's where she was from. Let me go there and be with my mom. She's about to go through a surgery. I'll help her and we'll figure things out. I was like, okay. She went over there. She was there for 3 months. After 3 months, Ohio has jurisdiction over your son, over whatever child.
Yeah.
No longer is he a Californian boy.
Mm.
He's an Ohioan boy. I didn't know that. I didn't know that if she uprooted him from California, he is now an Ohioan boy after the 90 days. So with that happening, she came back here. And when she came over, she found my camera that I took pictures of my girl that we got back together.
Yeah.
She's like, so that's why you left me. For that Russian bitch. Fuck you. Fuck her. Took my son, left here in California. Left, went back to Ohio. I talked to her. She was okay in the beginning. Then all of a sudden she told me, I met this guy. He's Palestinian. I'm going to raise your son as a Palestinian, as a Muslim. Fuck you. Fuck all the Jews. She went ballistic.
Yeah.
So I cussed her out over the phone. I was like, fuck you. You're not going to, raise my son like this. What the fuck? You're a fucking crazy bitch. I knew it from the beginning. So she recorded me, which in court they didn't hold, because she's recording me and she's not allowed to record me. But it didn't hold, they were like, this is just drama.
Yeah.
So then I filed to get my son back. I filed here and I filed there. Got lawyers there, paid them tens of thousands of dollars to just boom, happen COVID. COVID happens, everything is closed. Right after COVID, which was exactly 5 years ago, they let me know we could start going to court again. Boom, I could have my son. I have my son back. I had him for a whole year. And that year she goes, come on, we're already friends. Everything's okay.
Yeah.
You met my new boyfriend. Like everything is fine. You've been coming back and forth. We don't need the courts anymore. Let's just go ahead and let it all drop. We know when you're coming back and forth. And all right, we already organized everything. Like we're cool.
Yeah.
We don't need any contracts. So you know what? We are friends now. And I helped her build a business. I taught her sales. She became like one of the top sales girls in Arbonne. Next thing you know, she stopped answering my phone. I keep messaging, nothing. Eventually, I got really fucking angry and just stopped messaging. I sent the cops to her house. She goes, yep, I have 100% custody. So I kind of gave up. About 8 months later, I filed again. Went through the courts, fought for a couple of years, realized I was going to lose. And eventually I went through trial and they said, hey, you didn't pay child support for a whole year. You lost your son. And her new husband pretty much adopted my son. And I said, yeah, but look, I was sending her money. She changed everything because I was paying for the school. I was paying for hockey. I was paying for her apartment.
Yeah.
But she moved, so there was nowhere to pay. She told the school to remove my credit card. She told the hockey team to remove my credit card too. That's it. I couldn't send her any money. It was done. She kidnapped my son again.
Yeah.
The courts are all for the women. They want to have broken homes. Her mom did the same thing to her dad with her new boyfriend. Her and her older brother didn't meet their real biological father. They did the same thing to him. She did the same thing to me. So I said this, look, I don't chase. I spent almost $400,000 to get my son back. I don't chase. I attract. I could sit here and fight all I want. I have a best friend. You could look him up. His name is Sam Haskell. Sam Haskell, right before my trial, calls me. He's the son of one of the biggest producers here in Hollywood. Calls me, tells me, hey, what's going on with your son? I said, honestly, I think I'm going to lose my son. He's my best friend since we're like 10 years old, since I arrived here. We used to play Yu-Gi-Oh cards at Toy Mandela when I was a little kid. It was a store that you'd go play Yu-Gi-Oh cards here on Ventura and Van Nuys. He says, what do you think is going to happen? I said, I think I'm going to lose my son. He goes, man, my wife is doing the same thing to me. And he was crazy about his kids. And he was the nerdiest kid you'll ever meet. The nerdiest guy. I go, Sam, God has a plan. I have two options. I could battle it out And if I lose my son, let it go and attract him back. Or I could be a weak man and go hurt them. Because people lose their shit.
Yeah.
He goes, man, I'd be terrified to take your son away. I said, yeah, but I'm smarter than that. I'm smarter than that, Sam. And you have to be smarter than that too.
So
I get a call from a buddy of mine who says, did you watch the news? I said, no. What news? He's like, Sam, what happened? I just spoke to him not too long ago. Yeah, his wife was trying to take his kids away from him and the parents too, the father and mother-in-law. He lost his shit. I said, what did he do? He killed all three of them. And he chopped them up into pieces. And he took them in body bags, in black trash bags, and threw them all over LA. Some parts of the bodies they can't find. They found a couple of parts.
shit.
And I wanted to go talk to him in prison to see what's going on, but he committed suicide. I wanted to ask him, like, we had that conversation. We had that conversation. And he's the nerdiest kid you'll ever meet. The sweetest guy, the sweetest of the sweetest. The sweetest. He was my videographer.
Yeah.
And that's why I want to set an example for the world. Because I've been through so much, and so many of my friends have died. Whether it was a shootout, whether it was overdose, whether it was car accidents, whether they committed suicide. So many of them, more than half of my friends are dead. I don't have friends because they all died. We had a very rough childhood. All of my friends are fucked up in the head. Some are in prison for life. My brother Adam, life in prison for killing his roommate because he took fucking drugs and he thought that his roommate is coming to kill him and he choked him out. We're in the same middle school together, the same high school together. We're best friends, brothers. Life in prison.
Shit.
My best friend Mikey, Jewish Russian boy, gets shot in the face a couple of years ago. Dealing drugs. When I speak to the world out of a lot of experience. The world is coming to me and fighting with me for no reason. They think I'm trying to be the cool guy. Fuck the cool guy. I'm not a cool guy. I'm not a cool guy. I'm not a nice guy. I'm the biggest motherfucker you'll ever meet. Fine, accept it. But take everything that I'm giving to you as a gift. I don't need to speak to them. I'm rich. I'm wealthy. I have it all. I'm sitting here fucking 6% body fat, shredded. I have it all. I have a woman at home that loves me very much, and I have thousands of women who reach out to me every single month. Thousands. I could have 1,000 women right now, exactly like my ancestor, King Solomon. I could have 1,000 women, and they'll all be okay with having my children. A woman wants a strong individual. Biologically, she wants her offspring to be strong, to be healthy. That's me. Masculine leader. My son right now is growing up with a fucking faggot of a dad. When he met me, he was mumbling. Watch when a year, 2 years from today, people are going to be like, fuck, you ever heard of King Azoulay? And my dream is for him to look at me and say, I want to be like King Azoulay. I want to be like him. And his mother's going to go down on 2 fucking knees and tell him, you will be, because that's your father.
Shit. I wasn't expecting that. Holy shit.
You will, because that's your father, you know?
It's his blood.
People don't understand what I go through, why I do all of this. They don't understand. And I do it for them, you know?
Yeah.
I've had it very hard. I've had it very hard. Everything I do is for their good. I had a fucking hard childhood. I had a fucking rough adulthood. At the age of 18, I had a party at my fucking house. Girls came over, had a blast. Everybody was good. For my birthday, multiple girls wanted to give me blowjobs. Cool, had a good night. Next thing you know, a girl goes back home. Her parents caught her that she left out of the house and didn't sleep over her friend's house. And she was blackmailing them. She was seeing a psychiatrist for like a year and a half before that. Blackmailing them and shit like that, telling them that, oh, she's going to commit suicide. Oh, she was drugged. Oh, she was raped. That was like her normal thing. But when she told them she got raped at my house, they sent cops to my house. Although when the cops came to the house and asked her, she said, oh, I never got raped. I just said it to them so they'll leave me alone and let me go to bed. And they said, no, you're going to go. You're going to go to those boys' houses and you're going to interrogate them. So when they came and interrogated me, I told them she gave me a blowjob. So when I went to court, first of all, the rape charge got removed completely because the girl said nobody raped me. But they charged me with oral copulation with a minor, getting a blowjob from a minor because she was almost 16 and I was 18. But I didn't know because they said that they were freshmen in college.
Yeah.
So I fucking got arrested for oral copulation with a minor. I went to jail. I left after 30 days. They let me out. And at the time, I was like, fuck this bitch, fuck them, how the fuck? Like, I was fighting the whole time to get that charge off because I said I never even knew she was a minor. So that was the whole charge I was fighting. Eventually, I took a plea deal, which plea deal means that I didn't want to continue to go to trial. People were thinking, oh, you got a lesser charge than the rape. It's not true. A plea deal is literally not going to trial. And I also pulled it up on my phone here. I think it's here. But the amount of shit that I went through for no reason, bro, for no fucking reason, eventually it strengthened me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because eventually I realized that it all happened for me, not to me. Here, look. What does this say?
Is it true that you took a plea deal? That doesn't necessarily mean that you had a higher charge. It just means that you don't want to go to trial. Yes, that's largely true. Taking a plea deal does not necessarily mean the person was originally facing a higher charge in the sense that the original charge was inflated or more serious than the facts warranted. It simply means the defendant chose for whatever reason to avoid going to trial instead of accepting a negotiation resolution.
Exactly. And then the next thing is that they sued us for $51 million that I didn't even know that existed after in a civil lawsuit. And what does that say it happened? What happened?
When?
No. What happened here?
Sorry. Which one are you looking at? There's so much right here.
Right here. What does it say?
Dismissal.
Dismissal. It got dismissed because they went and they said he raped our daughter. And one of the first thing that they asked them was because they sued my home insurance, and then they sued her girlfriends too. Her girlfriends, they sued them, their parents. So the fucking home insurance said, wait. Get us the criminal case. And the criminal case, she said they didn't rape me.
Dismissed.
So it got dismissed. And then people are calling me a sex offender. So I went and I pulled this one out. Here, maybe.
Let's see it this way. Oh, yeah.
looking up if I'm a sex
No
offender.
offenders found.
No offenders found. People are calling me a pedophile, a child molester. Fuck them, you know? But I went along with it in the beginning.
Yeah.
I went along with it. I was like, make me more famous. I don't care. Make me more famous. I never even told him this story. I kind of just went along. I said, yeah, of course. I raped. Who cares?
Yeah.
You know? I just wanted them to make me more and more famous. But the true story, I'm going to release it soon.
Yeah.
I actually just made a video for it. But people don't understand. I went through so much shit. A lot of because of women, right? I lost my son because of a woman. I went to jail because of a woman. Like all this bullshit. You know, when I was 17, I got arrested because of my ex-girlfriend at the time, who I found out she cheated on me with a boy who made her parents make us fucking separate.
Oh, shit.
And then I got arrested because I smacked her
Wow.
when I was 17 years old. So there's like every time you deal with a woman, and you have to understand, I had a rough childhood at the time. Like for me, her cheating on me after we were together for 3 years and we didn't have sex. And then she lost her virginity to that guy.
Yeah.
Women are fucking cruel. Women will say whatever they have to say to get out of shit, even if that means burning your life. Women can get very, very cruel. So for young men out there, first of all, don't hang out with girls that are under the age of 18 if you're 18. Second thing is, don't think if you're in a relationship right now, it's going to be forever. It's not going to be forever. You're going to have another 1,000 girlfriends, so don't worry about this one. Even if she cheats on you, go become the best man. Because once I left, I got that charge for smacking her in the face. All right, and I did. Listen, I'm a man. I'll fucking say it. Say it like it is.
Yeah.
I was wrong. It wasn't right. I was a 17-year-old stupid boy. All right? I paid for it. I went to juvie for a couple of days.
Yeah.
They released me because she dropped the charge. Her parents got a restraining order against me at the time from her and her family and everybody. And the best thing I ever done was literally ghost the world and say, I don't need women. I don't need the bullshit. Go make money. I made millions of dollars.
Yeah.
And then the women chase me. And then I bring a woman into my house. She sees the house. She sees the cars. She sees the money. She tells you she's on birth control and she gets pregnant. And now she's forcing you to raise a son with her. Or else she kidnaps her. Or else she kidnaps him. You have to really be careful. So even when I went up, like right now, I have a wife. We signed a prenup. I love you, but I also love my money. And the reason is money never lies and money will never cheat.
That's wow.
I love both. But money doesn't lie and money doesn't cheat. And if you understand that, I can have any woman I want today. Any woman I want. But I worked very hard for it.
Yeah.
And I've went through so much.
It's lifelong.
And you saw I don't like tearing. There's tears in my eyes when I talk about my son. What has happened to me? I've spent years trying to get him back. It was the most difficult thing I had to face. And that obstacle, in a sense, it made me almost numb for some time. And I had to learn how to feel again.
Yeah.
Because you have to mourn your son. Because you're not going to see him.
Ever.
You're like, okay, well, when he's 18, I'm like, says who? I might die tomorrow. Says who? He might go. God forbid, yes?
No.
The one blessing that I bless everybody with. May your grandparents die. May your parents die. May then you die. May then your kids die. And may then your kids' kids will die. And the blessing is that you will never in your life will bury a son or a daughter. That's the blessing. That is the best way to live, is knowing that you will always bury a parent. And a parent doesn't bury you.
Yeah. It's a crazy perspective. Like, for sure. Especially, like, I mean, I've lost a lot of people in my life, so I get that for sure. Like, for sure.
2 months ago, we buried one of my friend's daughter, you know? She's 22 years old. She got shot here in Northridge. Maria de la Rosa, you know? Upcoming Latin singer. Who would have thought she went to see her best friends?
Wow.
And her best friends came to rob her boyfriend and shot at the car, and she died. The boyfriend had holes in his hoodie. She dies.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, that shit's horrible. It's a crazy fucking world, especially when you get into all the nitty-gritty stuff. I mean, how fucking crazy can that shit get? I mean, that's why I think jiu-jitsu is the ultimate. I mean, there's this quote that I heard, and this is why I formed my life around combat sports, is combat sports and jiu-jitsu in particular is to unlock your ultimate human potential. From understanding something's extremely difficult and you don't know how to do it, to 10 years down the road, you can be the best at it. And that's what I like about jiu-jitsu is it works in all aspects of life. There's ups and downs. It's a learning curve. You're not going to know everything, and it makes you hard as shit.
I was one of the strongest Israelis to ever exist when it comes down to fighting. But you know why Israelis and Jews don't fight?
Why?
Because we fought for thousands of years. And fighting is a hungry man's sport. Israelis and Jews are not hungry anymore. We fight with our mind. We don't fight the physical fight. With our mind, we could blow up the whole world. We could take out China. We could take out Russia. We could take out the US. We could take out everybody. We just choose not to.
Peacemakers.
If anybody in the Middle East, Arabs, Muslims, would have had the technology and the power that we possess, there wouldn't be Israel. But Israel has all the power to do the same, but wouldn't do it. We're God's children. We would never do that.
Yeah.
Americans call their kids kids. We don't call our kids kids. We call them children. Kids are baby goats. You ever looked up the word kids?
Mm-mm.
That means baby goats.
Really?
You want to look it up? Look up the word kids.
I want to learn something here today. I learned about nice.
Nice guy.
Nice guy. Aidan, you're a nice guy.
Yeah.
Why does that? I wanted to. You said specifically about fighting. What is your experience with growing up in combat sports and martial arts? Tell me about that, but then tell me about some of the crazy stuff you've divulged into and what that has helped you in.
So for me, I love the challenges just because my dad, in a sense, I was his punching bag. I'd walk next to him, he'd smack me, he'd push me, he'd kick me, throw me into the wall, flip over the table, make me rebuild it. My dad was very violent when I was young. Did you look it up?
Yes, it says baby goats are called kids.
Oh, shit. Okay. All right, fuck. All right, well, I'm going to learn something today. Shit. I did not know that. And I'm 22.
You see? We learn something every day. So growing up with my father, I was like his punching bag. And my biggest battle was my dad.
Yeah.
But then fighting with my dad and then fighting other kids, it was very easy to defeat these kids. Right?
Yeah.
They weren't really a challenge. And my dad would always explain to me that if I couldn't take on you with my hands, I should pick up a stick, I should pick up a brick. Always have something nice in your hand.
Yeah.
Something good, impactful.
Yeah.
You know? That's how my dad was. So at a very young age, I've developed a skill to scope out the area and then grab something. And if you would just think about hitting me, you'd get hit in the head with a brick. So I've hit multiple people over the head with bricks. Once I had the taste for blood, I wanted more. Because when you can beat up an older kid, let's say you're 6'7", and you're
6'7".
If I'm 6'7", what is that new 6'7" people are saying?
No, I just heard you say it. I just had to say it. I don't understand it, but I say it all the time at work.
So you're 6'7", you know? And then there's another child over there who is 14, 16, and you hit him over the head with a brick, and he falls on the ground and goes, please, please, please don't hurt me, please. But he was just about to beat the fuck out of you. But because you hit him first, now he's a bitch. And then you look him in the eyes and you say, next time you're dead. First time I was arrested, I was maybe 6 or 7 years old. The first time they interrogated me, that was in Israel.
Yeah.
So when you have that taste, and there's something that I can't explain, but when you beat up another man who is evil, not a good man. I will never beat up a good man. I don't even look their way. If there is a man you see is a good guy, he's with his wife, she could be the hottest wife in the world, I look the other way. She does not exist in my realm. She doesn't exist. Even if I'm single, she doesn't exist. She's with her man. If he's with his kids and he's my enemy, I leave. They don't exist. Yeah. I don't do anything next to children. Nothing. And he could be my enemy, and I've looked for him for 2 years. He's with the kids. He's with a wife. Never will I even step next to him. It's like this different respect that I have.
Yeah.
I have different respect. But once you have that taste that you hit somebody and they're on the ground and they're begging for their life, and you know you could take their life right now, and you feel the fear in their eyes, and you go, next time, you're dead. And you could see him almost pissing his pants or sometimes peeing his pants. That's a feeling that I cannot explain to anybody. But it's the biggest high. If somebody took drugs before or got a woman or whatever, there is no bigger high than something like that. But only if it's an evil guy. And all of a sudden you see him turn into a little girl. All of a sudden he's not that evil anymore. He's begging for his life. And then I used to look at them and say, today is February 16th. From now on, you're going to celebrate your birthday. You were just reborn. I gave you a new birthday. From now on, you celebrate it on this day. Because you were a dead man and I brought you to life. He looks at me. There was a guy that I met 2 years after. I met him at the gas station. He saw me again. He never saw me before. He attacked me, swerved into my car in the middle of the road. Also here on fucking Topanga.
Always Topanga.
Always Topanga. I don't drive down Topanga anymore because of this. He literally drove next to me, hit my car. Out of nowhere. I don't even know who the fuck this guy is. Out of nowhere, hits my car, runs into me, starts cursing me, flipping me off. I pass him, pull my e-brake, do a 180, stop right in front of him, right close. I didn't give a fuck about the car anymore. This close to him, get out the fucking car, take my gun, break the window, pull him out of the fucking door, through the window, put him to the ground, cock my fucking Glock, put it to his mouth, and look at him. I say, you're dead. That guy pissed himself. I smacked him in the face extremely hard. He started to cry. And when he cried and he peed himself, I said, today, you're going to celebrate your birthday. From now on, I just rebirthed you, motherfucker. I'm God, and I just gave you new life. From now on, this is your birthday. You hear me? He goes, yes. I got up and I left. I would never shoot them for something like this, but I had to give them a new birthday. I had to. I was a young man. I was full of fucking rage.
Yeah.
I had to give them new birthdays. Saw that guy 2 years later at the gas station. I'm with my lady. I get out of the car. He goes, I'll never forget you. You gave me my birthday. It's you. I said, yeah, it's me. How are you since then? He says, thanks to you, my whole life changed. He says, anytime I was in rage, I was running into people. I was fucking crazy. He said, you fixed me. He said, can I give you a hug? I said, sure. I gave him a hug. The guy gave me a stronger hug than my own wife. He told me, if it's not for you today, I'd be dead or in jail. You saved me and you gave me a new birthday, and I celebrate my birthday on that day. I will never forget you. I thank you forever. I thank God for sending me you. You're my angel. Within time, I realized that if I came to punish you, I wasn't a bad guy. But if I came to punish you, God sent me to punish you. It means that you have done something before for me to show up at your fucking front door. You've done something. I'm just a fucking punisher. That's all it is. I've never hurt a good man in my life. Ever. And the problem was never between me or any fucking terrorists. Even when I've done my job, the problem wasn't between me or him. It was between God and him. I just arranged a meeting.
Shit. Damn. I wasn't expecting. Holy shit.
Am I going to jail after this one?
Holy shit. I'll tell you this. You claim you can fight. Claim you could beat 30 guys in a room at once. Unarmed, they could be armed. But can you beat a UFC athlete?
So go back to the story about the 30 guys. When I was 13, I got jumped by 30 black guys. After that, I hated black people. I was the most racist motherfucker ever. I was like, monkey this, monkey that. You know, see them fucking running. I swear to God, I used to drive down the street, see a black guy, throw him a banana. I was a crazy fuck.
What?
I gave them first chance when I was 11, and my best friend, Tyrese, fucking stole my phone. 6 months later, I see him with my phone. I'm like, this is a custom phone. He's like, no, I bought it. I was like, motherfucker, boom, beat the fuck out of him. Then after that, I started hanging out with a gang called BOP, Ballin' on Point. I used to hang out with them. All of a sudden, all they wanted to do is robberies and go beat up people and jump people. And I was like, I'm fucking out of here. You guys are a bunch of fucking losers. And then after BOP, I went to a fucking party and I got jumped by 30 fucking black guys. You know? Like, these guys, for some reason, they're not meant for high society places. I don't care what the fuck people say. You put them in good areas and they fuck up the area. And it's not about racism. It's not about any of that. It's just the way that they are programmed. But as I got older, I started to have some black friends, which I started to give some opportunities to more black people in my life. And within the last, I would say 5-6 years, I've had more black friends and black bodyguards, and we're cool and they're good people. But I tell them, you guys are coconut. You know what is a coconut? White on the inside, black on the outside. You know? You're a coconut. But it's crazy to me. I looked this up, and you guys could look it up too. Do you know what's the IQ level of a silverback gorilla?
Don't know.
90. Do you know what's the average IQ in Africa?
What?
60. When people say, oh, you know, whites call themselves white supremacists, like they're above blacks, I'm like, no, you don't understand. It's the blacks that called whites white supremacists, because the white man is the one that brought fucking water into his house, or the fucking drain and the toilet to his house and outside to the fucking main lines. The black man couldn't do that. It's the white man who built the house, and the black man was like, whoa, this is fucking awesome. These guys are way smarter than us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's not the whites who said we're white supremacists. It's not. It's actually the blacks who named them that. But the black people are like, oh yeah, they're saying they're above us. No, not saying they're above you, but clearly the white people are smarter than black people. The lighter you are, the higher the IQ you have. And it's proven. Even with Jews. The darker you are, the lower the IQ. The average IQ in Israel is about 110.
Yeah.
Okay? That's the average IQ. Now, there are some that are from Ethiopia that are like 80, 85. You have some that are Yemen that are somewhere around, I would say, the 90, 95. You know?
What's bottom straw?
It's the Ethiopians. Yeah, they're blacks. They have the lowest IQ. I mean, it's proven. It has nothing to do with me. I'm giving you guys statistics. Listen, I'm Moroccan. My IQ is 160, somewhere around 162, okay? I've checked my IQ level. It's around 162. Some came out 158, some 162. So right on those numbers. I'm Moroccan, but then I was like, how could a Moroccan have such high IQ? That doesn't make sense because we are darker. We're not the light ones. The ones that have the highest IQs are the Ashkenazi, the light skin.
Yeah.
You know, they're white.
Yeah.
They're like Polish, from Germany, you know.
Mix.
All mixed, Romania, all those areas. So they have the highest IQ, not us. But I checked, and somehow I'm also part Ukrainian, part Russian, which explains why the IQ levels are high. When I checked my IQ and saw that it's that high, I was like, okay, it can't be that I'm fully Moroccan. Like, there's no way. I know I'm a little bit dark skinned, but
like,
there's no way. I'm supposed to be dumber than this. But then within time, yes, and then within time, I went and checked it and found out to have some part, Ukrainian, part Russian. From my mom's side, I'm actually part also Italian and Greek. I'm not only Moroccan, so I have like a mix in me. Jews were always traveling, so we have Jews from all over the world. It is what it is.
What's Ollie's IQ?
Really? All right, look, I was being really nice to Ollie. I was being super nice to Ollie. I felt really bad for him because he didn't know anything about Islam. He didn't know anything about Muhammad. He didn't know anything. I was explaining to him that Muhammad flew. So they're saying that Muhammad is a prophet. Cool, great. How is he a prophet? What prophecy did he show? So he didn't know the answer to that. And I told him, well, let me share with you. His prophecy was flying a donkey, a white donkey, in the middle of the night from Mecca to Jerusalem. It was a white donkey, white flying donkey. Jews say that the Messiah will come on a white donkey.
Yeah.
So he said, I'm going to tell them I flew a white fucking donkey. Okay, no problem. We accepted, Mr. Muhammad, but nobody saw you. So who was the witness? So Muhammad said, of course, it was the donkey. The donkey was the witness.
He did it the whole time.
Yes, he was there. He was watching everything.
Move the curtain.
Okay, where's the donkey? He left. So he's the one prophet who never actually showed his prophecy. Ever. And you can look up how he said he was going to die if he was a false prophet. And it was exactly how he died. And there's 34 versions of the Quran remade. He was actually studying with a rabbi for some years. And then the rabbi didn't want to start a new book. So he got upset, fought with the rabbi, and went and made the Quran and told him that the angel, Daniel and Gabriel, came to speak to him. No, it was the fucking devil. That guy was the devil. He was a warlord. He was fighting everywhere. He was murdering families and marrying the wife at the same day. He was murdering, fucking slaughtering Jewish families. He was supposed to have in the Quran 4 wives at most. He had 9. Yeah. God told him, Allah told him, for you, wallah, you can have 9. No problem. You can marry a 3-year-old, a 6-year-old. You can have sex with her when she's 9 years old, Aisha. Yeah, it's okay. No problem. That's a pedophile. You know?
Yeah.
He was 54, she was 6 when they got married. He was 57, she was 9 when he penetrated her. And hurt her down there really bad, where she almost died. And even in the stories, it says that Muhammad was always covered in shpiches. Shpiches is not like they come.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
He was covered all the time, his shirts, because he was going to other women and they love to rub on him all the shpiches. Mm-hmm. You know? Like all these crazy stories. And I sit there and he's like, that's not true. That's not true. So I'm like, check ChatGPT. They check ChatGPT. They're like, yeah, there's the Burak here. That's the one he was flying, you know, the donkey, but nobody saw. What, you going to listen to ChatGPT or you going to listen to me? He goes, you know, so I felt really bad. So I didn't really go at it with him too much. But then at the end, I was like, I really want to smack this fucking guy. I really want to smack him because he's a fucking idiot, you know?
Yeah.
What can I say? I'm going to beat the fuck out of him if he steps in the ring with me. We just have one issue. We've been in negotiation with Misfits.
Yep.
We had other organizations that told us they want us to fight for them. And we ended up going with Misfits. And then Misfits goes, well, you'll get a co-main, not a main event. Do I look like a co-main? Fucking 25 billion views. Do I look like a fucking co-main? No. I'm going to be the main event. So we canceled it with them. I understand, like, he's not supposed to be main event. He didn't have that many views, whatever. But I get so many fucking views between platforms and everybody posts me. And everybody wants to see me fight already.
Yeah.
So I'll take a fight. And I'll tell you, like, I even said to Ali and to his team and to Misfits, all the money that I'm getting, I wanted to go directly into feeding kids. Feeding children.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't even want to touch it. I want it to go directly to feeding children. And children all around the world. You know, there's some people that... People have a problem with religions and stuff like that. I don't. I have a problem with stupid people. But when it comes down to feeding kids, I don't care if it's a Jewish kid, if it's a Muslim kid. I don't care if it's a Palestinian kid. To me, kids are kids. Yeah. You know? And you take any kid, give me a black kid, raise him with me. I guarantee you I'll turn his IQ levels to 160. because he'll be raised with me. I'm going to teach him the best of the best. He'll be the best man. Give me a Palestinian kid, IQ level also to 160, because I'm going to teach him everything I know. To me, I think IQ levels has to do with the amount of complications and amount of stress that you put on you and the mental challenges that you want to take on you. And I think your brain can become faster, smarter, stronger, and all of that. Like, for example, when I watch videos, I watch it at 2x speed. So if I watch it at 1x speed, it sounds like they're slow talking. But I watch them all at 2x. Now you could even do 3x. So I'll do 2.5, bump it up to 3. When I go to 2, it sounds like they're speaking slow. It makes me think faster. So if I'm watching an hour long and I'm doing it in 30 minutes, I just saved 30 minutes. My brain thinks way faster. And I trained it to think faster. I think at 2x speed, way faster than other people. That's why I'm also able to accomplish so many things, you know? So from that fight, I'd like to take the money and just give it completely to kids that need it. And I don't care who they are, where they are. I'd like to spread it up, you know? Some in Africa, spread some in Palestine.
Spread love.
Some in Israel, some in Russia, some in China. I don't care. I don't care.
Distribute it. That's all that matters.
Kids are kids, you know, at the end of the day.
Well, you have influence. If you were to call somebody out for a match, who would you call out besides Ali?
Tate. Although I was very disappointed, I would knock the fuck out of Chase. But it is what it is. Tate went in there. When he spars with other men, he knows he can beat them. When you spar with a man that you're not so sure if you can beat him, your heart pumps so quick that you lose energy very fast. And very quickly, we saw his energy die. That's why if I spar, if I'm going to get ready for a fight, I'm going to spar like there is no tomorrow. You bring me fucking King Kong.
Just make weight to show up.
No, that's Khabib. Khabib is like, bring me King Kong. If he make weight, fuck weight. You think I give a fuck? It could be 8 feet tall. I'm going to knock you the fuck out. That's the mentality. I'm David. You bring me Goliath. When David wanted to become king, God didn't send him a crown. He sent him Goliath. When everybody's attacking me on the internet, I'm like, okay, you guys are getting me prepared to have a real fucking crown on my head. That's all I see. Yeah. But if I was just handed the crown, then there's no cool thing about the crown. I have a six-pack. There's nothing cool about it if everybody had it.
Earn it. Earn your keep.
But because it's hard, now it's cool. Take off my shirt at the beach. Everybody's like, who the fuck is this guy? Why? Well, he's got a six-pack. And the other guy's got a six-pack of beer. I'll look better. You know?
Yeah.
If I call out somebody, I would like to call out Tate. Because, look, I haven't fought at elite level to go and call out somebody, let's say, like John Jones or something, you know? Would I fight him? Yes.
Would you win?
Would I fight him? Yes. Would I win? Probably by luck. Because he has everything. And I'm not so much of a ground guy. Stand up with John Jones, I'll destroy him. Stand up. He's got punches of a little girl. I saw his punches. That's why he has to punch 1,000,000 times and still people don't get knocked out. He doesn't have a knockout power. I can bench press almost 500 pounds. When I punch through your head. I don't punch your head. I go right through your head to the other side. So all I have to do is catch him one time, and he's done. When it comes down to ground game, I don't have that much ground game. I'd have to practice for the next 6 months. So if you told me 6 months from now you're training to fight John Jones, I feel like I'm going to go and kill him. That's how I feel inside. Would I win? Who cares? I know I'm going to be a winner just by getting there to the octagon.
Yeah.
I'm going to crawl. Last time he crawled, I'm going to crawl. Straight to him, you know? Break his little legs in half.
That's one thing I want to say to even all these power slap prospects who think they're going to come in the way of me, you know, they call it training. I'm training now, but by the time I show up, I'm just going to collect what I already have won. I won it through the training, all the medals, all the wins, everything. God goes and gives me the power.
I have to ask, how do you even train for this?
It's a lot of neck training, a lot of strength and conditioning. There's really no big. My thing is a little bit of science behind it. Keeping your brain as healthy as I can. No sparring, no physical contact. I used to do Muay Thai sparring and, really take a lot of impact, but now it's keeping it as healthy as you can. A lot of kinetic energy and force and swing, impact power, but a lot of weightlifting. So you're going to go in there. I'm going to go in there 170 pounds and sleep any motherfucker they give me.
I want to come see that one.
I want you there. No, you have to. Let's make it happen.
One. Yes.
Dude, this would be amazing.
And I would like to get Ali in the fight just to get it over with. But personally, I don't think a co-main. Would you do a co-main if you're a man?
I wouldn't. Even if the money was right, there's nothing. It's power.
People are coming to see me.
Yeah.
I'd rather fight him on the street.
Yeah, no cameras. Just
fight him on the street. No, even there's cameras, but fight him on the street.
Main event?
And then, it's a main event. It's the only event.
Well, I'm going to reach out. I'm going to schedule it for here. Main event, one-of-one events. We're going to sell pay-per-views, and then we'll donate it. I take 1%, and I make my yearly salary. I'll be okay.
It's fucked up because they wanted to give me a main event in Japan, and they also wanted to give me a main event over in Brazil. And then I didn't take it because I was like, well, Misfits, because I'll go there. And then I could call out Tate because he is now one of the owners or CEO, whatever.
Endorsements, money moves.
Next thing you know, they give me a co-main, and I'm like, nah. The reason he got paid so much money is because he talked so much shit over the internet to the point that everybody wanted to see him fight. It's not that exciting to see him fight now. If he goes and fights, who cares about Tate fighting, right? Even if he was to win, nobody really cares about him fighting. You just want to see one fight. So the first fight is the fight.
Yeah.
That's where I should get the most amount of money, the most amount of views. After that, I don't know how many more views I'm going to get, how much more money, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like the first fight, when you're a shit talker, everybody wants to see you fight. Everybody's going to pay to see that fucking fight. It should be on Netflix. They should show me training. They should just make a whole show around it. So fuck it. It's okay. If we have to wait a little bit longer, I have to talk a little bit more shit. He'll beat up anybody at home. Anybody. I'd knock you the fuck out. I don't care who you are. You're a powerlifter. You're a bodybuilder. Bodybuilders can't even fight. Bodybuilders are fucking faggots. All they do is pin their asses, grow their asses. They can't go for a run. They can't do nothing. I used to be a bodybuilder. I went in a fucking competition. I did some steroids, and I felt like a retard. You know why? Because I stood up there with little fucking skinny underwear Speedos, winning a $2 fucking trophy and getting second place. Why? Because of the fact that when I showed up, I was a little bit too big in comparisons to what they wanted that day. And why? Because the guy who beat me, he's part of an organization. He's part of a team that funds the organization that is doing the show. So fuck Tamer again, the guy who runs the show over there, and fuck bodybuilding. Any kid that is going into bodybuilding, let me tell you your destiny. You're going to shit 4 times a day. You're going to eat 6 times a day. You're going to waste your fucking life away. You're going to take steroids and you're going to get super sick. You're never going to be strong because all you're relying on is steroids and enhancers. On top of that, you're never going to sprint probably after the age of like 22, 23 because you can't run. You'll be fucking too overly big to the point where you can't fit into anything. No girl really thinks you're attractive. And no man today thinks that you could actually fight because fighters aren't fucking big. They're not. See John Jones, skinny guy. You see Khabib. You see all these guys skinny like this. Little tiny guys. But they'll destroy you. Now, how do you explain to somebody that these guys can beat the fuck out of somebody like Chris Bumstead? It's very hard. Why? Because you see size, but size doesn't matter. The bigger you are, the harder you're going to fall, I guarantee you. So I'm 6 foot tall. Some people say I'm 5'4" online. I went along with it, 5'4", 5'3". I'm 5'4", yes? 100%. So, pass for 5'4". I'm 6 foot tall. I'm 205 pounds, pure muscle, and I'm just as fast as Bruce Lee. I could absolutely destroy anybody. I could bench almost 5 plates on the bar. I could deadlift 6 plates. I could do like 50, 60 pull-ups, no problem. Real pull-ups. I have the endurance. I have the mindset. I have the power. I have the fucking speed. I have it all. Do not become a bodybuilder because you'll be nothing but a fucking loser. And if you're a bodybuilder, you're a fucking loser. And the reason I say it is because so many bodybuilders die and so many bodybuilders give up their life for a fucking $2 trophy. I used to look up to a guy named Dallas McCarver. I was like, Dallas McCarver, he's the shit. He's so big. The guy couldn't breathe, died. My boy Rich Piana died. We used to train together over in North Hollywood, died. He moved to Florida. I was supposed to go out there, film with him. He died in Florida. And we could go on and on and on and on. And Sean Roden and
It's actually really sad when you think about it. And
you have a life to live.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Building nothing. You know, it's all about being a sporty guy.
Yeah.
You know,
Being athletic.
be a sporty guy, be athletic. I could backflip. I could run off of walls and do flips. I could do everything. That's what you want to be able to do.
Can you fly?
Working on it.
Okay. All right. That's good. I'll take that. I was just wondering that when I saw that one. But out of all, speaking of Tate and all these famous people, I know you've probably been around some pretty wealthy people. Who's one person that you've always were like, damn, I like their content or this and that you've had the chance to meet?
The only one person that I liked his content was Tate.
Yeah.
He was the only one person, and I never met him. I'll always like him because he's a part of my story, right? I went in to help him. But it is what it is, you know? I personally just don't value his content anymore because every single video is about joining the real world. And then he was endorsing gambling, which I'm all against gambling. Now he's showing up with a kid who's doing drugs and completely talking about just look maxing. What is looks maxing? You should be a man. You're not a woman. What's going to be next? Gender maxing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Transgenders. What are we going to do? Yeah. Like the world is already fucked up. Why fuck it up more to make a little bit more money? Yeah. Why? Why not be the masculine leader that shows men how to really be? Why are you still an angry little boy who is upset that you were a fucking nerd as a child and nobody liked you and you were ugly as fuck, but you grew out of it?
Yeah.
And that's the beauty. But he's angry and he's using that anger to put pain into other people. That's what he's doing. He's still very angry by what he went through. But God always has you in the perfect place. God is never late. God is always on time. Always. He never misses. If you're going through a hard time, God put you there. He put you there to go through that time, to be able to face adversities later on. Look at everything he's done for me. Not to me, for me. Look at where I'm at today. The internet is trying to kill me. Everybody hates me. I'm still here. My son was kidnapped. I'm here. My house was burned down over a year ago. I'm here. Insurance didn't pay me money. I'm here. The internet called me a rapist. I'm here. A child molester. Here. Pedophile. Here. A drug dealer. Here. A fucking Jew, disgusting motherfucking piece of shit. I'm here. People write to me that Hitler should have finished the job and killed all of my people. I'm here. I don't feel it. Not because I don't feel. A real man feels everything and understands how to harness that feeling, how to use it for strength. That's a real man. Most men are not real men. They don't feel it. So I feel it, I take it in, but then I don't let it really affect me. I'm like, they hate me. My dad hated me my whole life. And it only made the best out of me.
Yeah.
And my dad loves me today. I could tell he loves me. Still not proud of me, but he loves me. Okay. Yeah, they're going to love me too. Yeah. It's all part of it's a part of the path. It's a part of the story. It's okay. It's okay. I have a story to tell. And I have many stories to tell, but I have a story to tell now. Another story. Right?
Yeah.
It is what it is.
There's a whole goal in life. Have such a strong enough legacy and story to be able to influence somebody. That's my goal, is no matter how big it gets or wherever this goes, whether this podcasting or anything never works out for me, as long as I could make one person think that they could do it. I'm 22 years old. I'm going to be a power slap world champion. I'm going to be popular, not in the sense of I'm chasing fame or money, but I'm chasing influence to impact people's life to do better.
You're 22. You are a child. The world is literally your oyster. You could do in 1 year today what took people to do in 30, 40 years, 100 years ago. The world is so advanced. And today you have 3,300 billionaires. 40% of them, matter of fact, are Jews. Now, the reason there's so many billionaires in comparisons to 100 years ago where there wasn't even one billionaire, it's because people became dumber.
Nicer.
It's not that these people became so smart that they're now billionaires. It's that people became dumber. They became lazy. They don't really want to work. And that's why it's so easy to beat them. If you're willing to stand there and get a fucking smack to your face over and over, I'd rather get punched than get smacked. And the reason is when I was a little boy, my grandpa used to tie me up and smack me. That's how he would discipline me, by smacking me. Later on in life, I used to tell even my girlfriends, I say, if you want to hit me, punch me. Do not smack me. I might smack you back. Which is what happened with that girl. She smacked me in my face, and I smacked her back. The one when I was 17. Yeah. You know? But she was the varsity team leader for volleyball.
Yeah.
She would always smack. She would always push me. She was very big too. She was like 5'8", big girl, huge butt, huge tits. You know, she was a big girl at the time. Today, she's like 300 pounds and she's a lawyer.
She's a big girl.
Yes. Back then, she was like 160. And back then, I was like 180, maybe less, 170. Like we were very much close in size, you know?
Yeah.
I was a few inches taller than her, but she was like 5'8", 5'9". And she was a big girl. She always liked to play with hands. And she always called me a nigger. I don't even know why. Her dad was Israeli. Her mom was Italian. Like,
didn't make sense.
Yeah. She's like, hey, my nigger, what's up? Like she was like a boy, you know?
Yeah.
But anyway, she smacked me. I smacked her back a little bit harder than she smacked me, obviously. And I've always told girls, I said, don't smack me because I have like this trauma from my grandpa. He used to take me, tie me, and smack me until my cheeks would get extremely red. He also taught me how to box. He also taught me how to swim. It would take me in the middle of the ocean, pull me down, make me drown, drink a bunch of water, then pull me back up. He knew only by hurting me on how to discipline me. And that was my dad's dad.
Yeah.
Later, I heard the stories that he used to tie my dad to the bed and beat the shit out of him and leave him there for like 2-3 days straight without food, with nothing. Then I understood why my dad was a certain way with me. And as a child, I was telling him, don't hit me. I'm going to call my dad. He said, call your dad. I'm going to beat the shit out of him too. I'll tie him up and beat the fuck out of him too. And then after, you know, he would smack me and I'd start screaming, and then he would tap my mouth like this to make me go, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and I was like, stop, and then he would smack me more and my cheeks would get super red. And he would turn it into like a beating, back to a joke, to a beating. It would fuck with your head. He was one crazy motherfucker. Everybody was scared of my grandpa. Everybody. When I was like a little bit older, I think I was 5 or 6, we're at the beach and some gangsters came. He was cutting up a watermelon.
Yeah.
And the gangster comes to him. He's cutting a watermelon for me with a knife like this big. They come, hey, you were in the bathroom before us. I left my sunglasses. You took them. So my grandpa was like, I didn't take them. You could check the bags. Come check me. No problem. I didn't take anything. He was like a good guy. He never cursed, but he was very violent. But he doesn't curse. And you don't know when he's coming to attack you too. He's like cuckoo.
Yeah.
So he tells him, no, you could check the bags. The guy told him, fuck you. You stole it. My grandpa goes, look, I have my grandson here. Please don't speak this way. It's not nice. He looks at him and he says, listen, if you don't want me to beat the fuck out of you right now, you give me the sunglasses. He told him, look, how much was your sunglasses? My grandpa, he was a sailor. He had a lot of money back then. How much was your sunglasses? Let me give you money. He goes, I don't need your fucking money. I want my sunglasses before you're dead. My grandpa cutting the watermelon, smiling at him, takes the knife, bah, in his stomach, pulls him forward, almost pulled it through the back. Pulls out the knife, goes to the other guy. The other guy goes, no. Like, go now before I kill you too. They run. He calls the cops. He says, hello. Hi, yes, I'm in the beach area. I just stabbed a guy. He was bothering me while I was cutting my watermelon. Please come arrest me.
Yeah.
Not normal.
No, that's psycho.
Not a normal guy, you know?
Yeah.
So we all feared him. You know, he could smile at it. He smiles. Yeah. With me, I get angry, you know, because I do less than I show.
Yeah.
I'm not really looking to hurt you. You know, if I punch you and you fall on the ground, I'm not going to punch you again. I'll tell you, I give you a new birthday and that's it.
Yeah.
You know?
New birthday.
You know?
That's my new thing. You know what? When I go up to slap somebody and I knock him out, I'm going to say, I just gave this motherfucker a new birthday.
Hey, tell him, King is who I
do it.
told
Let's
you.
do
That's
it.
what's up.
That's what I'm going to do.
You know, so that was my grandpa, and this is the kind of family I was raised with. It was different. It was different. And today I'm grateful for my dad for being that hard, that difficult of a dad, because I would never become the man that I am today. You know, people wouldn't look up to me if I was just a nobody.
Yeah.
And if you're 22, you're starting your life, bro, there's so much that you could do. You could become the baddest motherfucker on the planet. The one thing I have to say, lower your body fat so your testosterone levels goes up naturally. Mm-hmm. Check your levels, make sure you're good. A lot of people, because of the food that they're eating today, their test levels drop. So bring it back up, make sure you're good. Other than that, look the part. So when you get in there, people see and they're like, this guy's crazy.
Yeah.
This guy's a crazy motherfucker. You want them to be afraid before the fight. You know?
Yeah.
Like one thing about me, whenever I had this fight, like whenever I was fighting, I had this fear. Like for a very long time, I had fear when I was fighting. Like I didn't know what it was gonna end like. I would walk into a fight with a lot of fear. And fear isn't really good to have, but for some reason, it made me crazier. And I had an addiction for that feeling of fearing a man and then defeating him. I'm telling you, those fights that I went into, I swear to God, I was scared as fuck.
Really?
Yes, as a kid.
Even when you're 8, smacking a brick over 2 guys' heads.
I was scared.
Wow.
I won't forget, I was also scared of what was going to happen after. And, you know, the cops showed up and they come and interrogate you. And you're like, did I really hurt him? Like, is this real?
Yeah.
You know, so much that goes in your head. if I would tell dads today how to raise their kids, one, don't beat your kid at home, but definitely take your son to get beat. And what I mean by that is take them to go training.
Yeah.
And when you are going to beat your son, it should be some sort of an arrangement. Like, okay, if you did this, I'm going to smack you. And you're going to stand there and let me smack you. And you're going to understand why you got smacked. Do we have a deal? Yes, sir. And the reason I say that is because the problem is that a lot of parents, they used to just smack the kid and then throw them to the room. There was no conversation. The kid thinks the worst. But if my son was to smash another kid's head with a brick, I would explain to him that that was wrong, that I don't allow that. And then I would tell him that now, before you get grounded, and we understand why we're grounded, you're going to get hit. And the reason you're going to get hit is because you need to understand that that is pain that you just caused that other person. And you need to feel that so you understand next time before you want to do it, that you will hurt that person. And then we're going to sit down, we're going to talk about that. You're going to tell me how you felt. How did you feel when you got hit by a stronger person? Felt bad, right? It was painful. It's saddening, right? You can't do anything. We don't go after the weak. The only time you do such a thing is if you are cornered and there is no other way but to fight. That's when kids are actually going to be more disciplined and understand the certain feelings that they're feeling, whether they got hit, whether they got yelled at, whether they're going into the room and not coming out for 2 days. You know?
Yeah.
But when you don't understand, you don't explain it as a parent, every kid needs to be hit. Every kid needs to fucking get hit by their parents. I didn't understand that back then. I see today, kids are like, fuck you, mom. Like,
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
bro, you're 6. Yeah, fuck you too.
Make my shit. I met a kid like that
Listen,
actually one time. It was crazy.
I'm telling you, sometimes I've had like little situations where I was at the mall and I looked at the kid who was yelling at his mom and I had to like say something, you know?
Yeah.
I was like, if I was your dad, I would smack you. He goes, I'd beat you. I said, why do you let him speak to you this way? My dad would have killed me right now.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
No, for sure.
My dad would have fucking put me in a room for 6 days. I wouldn't eat. Maybe even 40 days and 40 nights like Jesus in the fucking wilderness. Fasting.
I swear kids now are crazy. You teach them a little bit about rage bait and those motherfuckers.
It's nuts. Fuck you, bro. What are you looking at? What the fuck?
Kid
Like,
6.
do you see what I look like?
Yeah.
So what?
That's
You look
so
like
funny.
fucking every social media influencer, faggot, alpha, wannabe bitch.
That's what they'll say.
What?
They'll say Unk's pushing 40.
Yeah.
Bro's a grown man talking like this. Now, those comments do crack me up. Do you ever read any of your comments?
Yeah, I do sometimes.
Yeah?
They fucking make me laugh.
Really?
Yes.
What do you think?
So, kosher Andrew Tate is one of the funniest. You know, it's funny because they'll also put like what are they called? GIFs?
Yeah.
Like a GIF.
Yeah.
And they'll have Tate with a yarmulke on. And like a Jewish star.
Yes, I have seen
You
this
know,
one.
and they'll put that and they'll write kosher Andrew Tate, you know? There's some really funny ones. Some of them my brother calls me and is like, bro, look, read it, the one that the guy just posted, you know? And they're super funny. Some of these kids are hilarious.
I'm telling you, the comment section is sometimes funnier than the video.
Yeah.
That shit will crack me up.
Yeah.
They're so quick now. People are like really, really witty on the internet.
Yeah, they actually make write comments before they even watch the video. Like they literally write a comment before the video was even seen by them. Like for example, when I post a long form on my YouTube, that is about, let's say, my past, some past story.
Yeah.
I'll put it on some sort of like a timer. There's like a countdown that my team puts it up.
Yep.
And then it says like in 2 hours it will play. So literally in 2 hours and 1 minute, there's like 100 bad comments. I'm like, you guys didn't even watch the fucking video. It hasn't played yet. It just started, but there's like 100 bad comments. Yeah. So for like this next video I'm about to post on my YouTube, I'm canceling the comments.
Got it, yeah.
Just for that one. Because it's all about, I'm telling them how they can make $10,000. And then I'm talking about the case, the rape case. And then I said, anybody that could do 1, 2, 3, you get $10,000. So I rather them watch it. If they could win $10,000, great. And I don't need them in the comments. That it doesn't need comments. You know, they used to say, well, comments are engagement and engagement. Yeah. It's actually not true.
No.
It's not true at all. Like I'll have on some of these like 3,000 comments, 50 likes, 30,000 views. It didn't do anything.
Yeah.
It doesn't help. So I rather for this one just cancel out the comments, let people have to watch it because they're gonna win $10,000 if they can do those things that I'm asking for. So now they're like, okay, I'm gonna watch it. They're gonna watch the whole thing. It's like 23 minutes or something like that, and that's it. And for that one, I'm canceling out the comment section because I don't need to let them comment. It's just retarded.
It's not a bad idea.
On my IG, I let things just fly.
IG's fun.
I let it just fly. I started reposting again a little bit more often. Yeah. I wasn't posting for some months. Like I was posting one here, one there. Now I'm posting like 2 a day.
Good.
So it's cool. Like my engagement is starting to come back up. But they're trying to suppress some of my videos. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's cool. Like I've been posting for about 5 days now. And as you could see right here, you have the engagement. You see over 10 million views.
Holy shit, yeah.
And that's only in 5 days of me posting.
Damn.
Before that, I barely had any views because I'm not really posting.
Yeah.
But it's annoying because they'll give you like 1 million.
Yeah.
And then they'll drop you down. And the reason is you have to understand the algorithm. The way the algorithm works is it takes about 90 days for him to understand and at the same time really trust that you're going to post like nonstop like this, and then it pushes you out more. And it doesn't really show to many of your followers. I'll show it to a few of your followers, then a few people who don't follow you, and then see if people like it. And after 90 days, today, the way the system works, the new system is it knows who to send what video to. So for example, if I'm talking about Jesus and there's religious people, it will send it to them. If you're not watching anything about Jesus, you're not going to see it. If I'm talking about fitness, it will send it to people that are watching fitness. It's not going to send it to everybody. If I'm talking about Donald Trump, it will show it to people who are engaged with content with Trump. The system is crazy now. Like right now, if I want to run ads, which I've never run ads before, but I was thinking maybe to run ads, maybe for some seminars and things like that I want to do. You have to have at least 30 different ads. And then it sends out the ads to the people that are watching these kind of ads. So you're a fat fuck. Come with me. I'll get you in shape. It will send it to fat people who are triggered by hooks like this. Are you going through some weight problem and you'd like help? I'm your guy. My name is King Azoulay. I'm here to help you. DM me the word weight and let's get you started. It will send it to people who are fat but are paying attention to kind videos, not to ones that are harsh hooks. So it's so smart now that you need to have at least 30 different ads in order for them to run right.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. I know today the system's so fucking well. It's nuts. I can make anybody go viral. I can make anybody famous. I can make anybody money on the internet. Whatever it is that you want to sell. You want to sell a fucking cup?
Yeah.
I can teach you how to sell cups. That's how easy it is today. So you, where you're at today, I think if you'll be around the right people, if you're sitting here with me at the age of 22, at 25, you could fucking sit with Trump.
Yeah.
No problem. You know, you just have to keep doing these. You don't stop. No matter what they tell you. They tell me that I'm a fucking faggot. So what? I don't stop.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You know, I tell them the truth. You're fat. Oh, he's being controversial. No, I'm not. I'm just telling you the truth. Palestine is Palestine. It's not Israel. Oh, he's being controversial. Israel is Palestine. No, go look at the fucking map. Unless that changes, I'm just going to tell you the truth. Black people's IQ is 60, average IQ in Africa. Oh, you know, he's a black-hating Jew that is racist and controversial. No, I just looked up statistics. That has nothing to do with anything besides looking up statistics and seeing that in Africa, they still don't have water in their fucking house. That they're still taking a shit in the middle of the fucking land. They don't take a shit at home. So, am I being controversial? No, I'm just telling you the truth. Should white people go help them? Yeah, sure.
Should higher IQ individuals go help them? Sure. What do you think of North Centennial Island? Those guys who live, I mean, untouched tribe. What do you think about that?
It looks like a lot of these tribes still need help. A lot of them. There's also one in the Amazons that are still cannibalists. They're still cannibalism, you know? They're eating humans.
Yeah, that's fucking nuts.
Like, some white people need to go talk to them.
Yeah. Send him.
You know?
Send to somebody from New York.
Yeah. There's another tribe. No. There is actually a super cool tribe, black people. As a kid, my dream was as a child was to go to Africa. My dad promised me as a 13-year-old boy on my bar mitzvah, he will take me to Africa to go live with them in Africa, see the black people, live with them, go hunt, see different animals. That was my dream. I had animals growing up my whole life. So my dream was actually to go live with black people, you know, but he never took me to Africa.
Yeah.
So soon I will go to Africa. But there's the Zenzi tribe. Zenzi or Zendi?
I don't know. I'm not unfamiliar with that one.
Yes, there's Zenzi tribe. Super fucking insane tribe. They have never used, they're the only ones that don't use any resources that the rest of the world uses. Everything is natural resources. Then, Zenzi.
They fucking shred it or what over there?
Yes.
Because they eat real food, right?
Yes, it's a Zenzi tribe. The Zenzi tribe.
Zenzi. I got it.
They're the only ones that don't use any resources from the modern world. So other tribes do. Like, they'll do trade-offs. People from like Africa who are using toilet paper, for example, will go to the tribes and give them toilet paper and exchange that with like honey.
Mm.
You know, they do exchanges. But they're the only ones that use natural resources, like everything. And it's crazy because there are certain things that they could do that other people can't do. Like, for example, they'll go get honey from deadly bees, which if you or I get stung by one of these bees, we would die within 5 to 7 minutes. They go in and get like 1,000 stings.
They're good.
They're good.
Natural immunity.
No, it's insane. They jump very high. They run very fast. Like water, for example. You're not supposed to drink so much water. Over there, they're not walking around with water bottles and they're in crazy heat. And they'll run for miles and won't even sweat. It's because your kidneys produce water. You don't need to drink so much water. And when you eat a steak, there's water in the steak. When you eat chicken, there's water in the chicken. There's water inside of the plants that you eat, whether it's vegetables, whether it's fruits, whatever it is. There's water. You don't really need water. Water is a myth of the white man who invented water in your bottle.
Yeah.
This is how smart they are. They literally take water that you can find anywhere, they put it in a bottle and sell it to you. They can sell ice to the Eskimos. They can do it all.
Yeah.
You know?
No, literally, yeah.
I mean, look at these.
Holy shit.
If you think about it, white people are the ones that invented Jesus Christ. It's a conversation most people don't want to get into.
No, yeah.
But they're the ones who invented Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ isn't real. Not the Jesus that people speak about. But people are not ready for that conversation. They're not ready for the conversation with the Colosseum and being controlled by the media. They're not ready for that. They're not ready to understand that social media is all a game. And they're just being controlled and monitored. And all these people that are hating, I know something that they don't know.
Yeah.
I'm willing to share it. And I might get killed for it. We're moving into New World Order. They're trying to reduce population. They've done it multiple times. They want to do it on a larger scale. Who do you think they're going to get rid of first?
I want to say, because of the way the media portrays it now, I want to say they want to get rid of the Jews because people think, just like how back then, how they run the world and how, like we were saying, the Jew maxing. That's what my answer would be.
All right. So let me share with you some inside information. It's very dangerous for me to say this. They're looking to get rid, first of all, of the waste of space. If a person doesn't do any good for the environment, and all they do is talk shit on the internet, they're monitoring them. Everything is being monitored. And all of those people that are shit talkers, waste of space, freeloaders, they're the ones that are going to go first. They're tracking them. It became the best way to track people is through their phone. So all those people in my comments,
Yeah.
a lot of those are going to be out first. They don't need to kill people in Africa. They're dying anyways. They're also not interfering with whatever is going on here. But when you have a bunch of idiots that are interfering with the government, with the system, with the curricular system, judicial system, all of that, why the fuck would they want you around? I'm a virus. I know that I am. The whole world is a computer. Everything you see is not real. It's not real. How do you know it's real? Do you know where you came from before this life?
No.
Do you know where you're going after this life?
I'd say yes.
Do you? Please share with us because we don't know.
I think ultimately, with the right belief, truly.
Belief is a word of doubt. Do you believe your parents are your parents, or you know they're your parents?
What the shit? I mean, I know they're my parents, that's black and white, but.
I mean, blacks don't.
Holy shit.
Do you know that 25% of black fathers are not really the fathers?
What makes you say that?
Statistics.
How?
25% of the black fathers that are saying, that's the father, they're not the father. 25% of black men who are raising kids are not really the dad of the kid. They just don't know it. With white men, it's 10%.
Why is that? What's the difference?
That was the statistics. Just look them up. So back to God. You don't know where you came from. You don't know where you're going. What is the one thing you can go without for a few days?
Food.
That's not true. Here you go, 30 days without food, 10 days without water. Everything in your belly, all that fat is reserved because back in the day, we used to hunt. So you have reserve. You can go on without food for 30 days, no problem. With your body fat, probably 75. What is the one thing you can't go without for a few days? And you love doing it more than anything?
TikTok.
Bro, sleep.
I'm a G. I don't sleep.
I give you right now 3-4 days without sleep.
Yeah, I go fucking crazy.
You will go nuts.
No, insane.
Sleep is the one thing we love to do more than anything. Resting. Because sleep is the cousin of death. And when you go to sleep, in your sleep, you feel absolutely amazing. You could do anything. You could fly. You could pick up anything. You could beat up anybody. But if you don't know where you came from, you don't know where you're going, sleep is the thing that you love to do most. Maybe when you're going to sleep, you're waking up. And when you're waking up, you're going to sleep. Because this whole world is not what you think it is. People are constantly fighting about, they're willing to lose $20. They're having a hard time losing $20 out of their pocket, but they're willing to lose 20 minutes of their life. They're giving a very, very difficult time to what's mine, what's his, this is mine. Nothing is yours. Everything is borrowed. Everything is lended. When you came to this life, did you come with anything, an investment, something with you?
No, nothing.
And when you die, do you take anything with you?
Nothing.
So by definition, if you didn't come with nothing, you're not leaving with anything. In this lifetime, you don't gain anything and you don't lose anything. Nothing is yours. It's all God's. But who is God? And why did God rewrite a Bible? Why is there Judaism, then Christianity, then Islam, and Buddhist and all the bullshit? Why? Do people actually think that God made a mistake and had to rewrite that shit again? People don't understand God. It's very hard to understand something that you don't see. But God, it's like Wi-Fi. You can't see him, but you can connect to him all the time. Well, let me ask you this. How close are you to God?
Within myself and within my personal beliefs, I'd say 100%. It's the only reason why I'm here.
When you wake up in the morning, do you thank God for waking up?
I pray. I don't think. I just pray. I pray that I got the breath in my lungs. I pray that I will see tomorrow, and I pray that everything's going to be the same. It's his plan. I have no worry. I don't fear death because it's God's plan.
Mm-hmm. If right now a man shows up at your front door in the middle of the night, you don't know him, he knocks on your door, you open the door, and he says, "May I come in, eat, take a shower, and rest in your home?" And you have you and your wife and your kids there. You don't know him. Would you let him in?
My heart wants to say yes, but in a general sense, you would think, no, this is crazy. This is middle of the night. I don't even know you.
Exactly. But if your mother or your sister would knock on the door and ask for the same thing, would you let him?
You roll out the red carpet.
And the reason is because you have a personal relationship with them. Imagine right now you died. You get up to God. You knock on his front door. The door's to heaven. He opens up these large, huge doors. Gates with the clouds made out of gold. And looks at you and says, "Who are you? Why are you knocking on my door?" You go, "God, it's me. It's me, Aidan." He goes, "Aidan, I don't know you." "What do you mean?" "Never heard of you before. Please leave. I don't have a personal relationship with you. Why the fuck would I let you into my home?" I don't pray. I speak to him like he's next to me. In the morning, throughout the day, I consult with him. I am God. And you are too. But you see, Jews have the answer. That's why you can never kill the Jews. You can kill the Jews, but you cannot kill the Jews. 100 years ago, 15 million Jews existed. 200 million Muslims existed. Today, 15 million Jews exist. 2.3 billion Muslims exist. They think that if they'll keep procreating, they're going to take over the world and win and eventually kill all the Jews.
Damn. Shit.
But you have to understand one thing. It's quality over quantity, motherfucker. We don't need to procreate and become 2 billion. 15 million can control the world. The answers we have is from God. Because when God told Moses to get his children out of Egypt, he told him, you go to Pharaoh and you tell him, I am sent you. Moses goes, but God, if Pharaoh says and asks, who is I am? What am I going to tell him? You tell him, I am that I am. And you can look it up. Because God told us that in us, we have him. Anytime you're saying the word I am, you're speaking to God. So when kids today say, I am stupid, oh my God, I'm an idiot, I'm a loser, you're cursing God. But when you say, I am beautiful, I am perfect, I am the greatest thing that the world has ever seen, you are showing love to God. But there's little codes that we understand and we know that we've been taught. Things that Christians could never know. Things that Muslims could never know because they're reading from the wrong book. Jesus, the letter J came into the dictionary in the 15th century. Why is his name Jesus? Where did Christ come from? It was never his name. His name is Yeshua. No Jesus, no Christ. And people know and still call him Jesus Christ. He had the 12 disciples. Everything in Christianity goes off of the 12 zodiac signs, the 12 months of the year. Do you know that?
Mm-hmm.
You ever heard of that before?
Once.
Jesus died, and people go, the Jews killed him. He killed our God. They killed our God. How the fuck do you kill a God? You understand how stupid they sound?
Well, it was God revealed in human flesh, meaning it's just as good as any other man.
Every time there was a person that had powers, it was a Jew. It was many like Jesus, Yeshua. He had powers. He was rebelling against the Romans, and the Romans killed him. Just because God give you powers does not mean that you are God. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
He rebelled and he was killed. But the story after Christianity was written 300 to 400 years after he died. You have people here 400 years later telling his story like they were next to him. They weren't.
Mm-hmm.
There was 16, there was 15. It was the number 16 religion, exactly the same that they were trying to push upon the people until Christianity caught. There was 15 more just like it. And then the 16 caught because they were just trying to brainwash everybody. Said the 12 disciples. The 12 disciples are actually the 12 months of the year. The 12 zodiac signs. It says that Judah gave him the kiss of death. And they say Judah, the reason they call it the kiss of death is because he is of the Scorpio. When a Scorpio bites you, it looks like lips of a human.
Mm-hmm.
That was the kiss of death. Why? They're saying that he was born in December, which he wasn't born in December. But like December is winter time. And Judah gave him the kiss of death around that time, which was November, which then it's winter time. And when they said he was wearing the crown on his head with the thorns, they called him the Son of God. Who else owns the sun besides God? It's God's Son. And the Son is, they used to call him the risen Savior. And the reason is because if the sun would not rise, we would all die. So the sun itself is our risen Savior. If the sun doesn't come up at 5 a.m., we will die. We need sun.
Yeah, we need it.
When you see it in the ocean, right? When you have the sun set, it looks like a crown with all the light from the sun. It looks like a crown. That's why they said he was wearing a thorn crown. But it wasn't. It was this, we're speaking about the sun, speaking about the zodiac signs. They're saying that he wasn't born in April. He was born in April. He wasn't born in December. He was born in April. Why did they change it to December? And you can look it up. Why did they call it Christmas and then give you guys the fat guy? How does Christmas have the fat guy? Everything is stories. And people don't want to listen. They don't want to open up their mind. They want to argue, which is fine. They keep arguing, but the more they argue, the dumber they get. If you really want to know the story, start from the beginning. What, am I going to read the story from mid or the end? Islam is the end. The first story is Judaism. Now, later, there was more people who wrote books in Judaism. We have a ton of books, right? Book of Zohar, we have the Talmud, all of those. We don't really pay attention to them. We go by the Torah. The Torah is the first 5 books that was written by Moses when he went up to Mount Sinai, and he was up there for 40 years. He was writing the 5 books of the Torah, which is Bible. He also came with the 10 Commandments. Moses was a prophet, but he didn't say, I'm God. He said, God brought me to save you guys. That's all.
Yeah.
We look at those 5 books. These are the 5 books we study. Whatever was written after by other men, okay, we can look at it. There's some good stuff in the Kabbalah, in the Tanya, all of that. Great stuff. Great stuff to learn. Someone's having fun outside. Huh? Shoot them! But you know what I mean? There's great books. At the end of the day, We start from the 5,
Yeah.
and some of us go and learn a little bit from the other books. So some people are talking about the fact that Talmud, for example, it says that if you are like the Gentile, if you're not a Jew, if you're goyim, then you're an animal. That's how they described it. In the Talmud, if you go to that part, it says that the ones that are not Jewish act like animals.
Yeah.
And for example, you could go here online, you could look up a woman sleeping with a dog, sucking a horse pee-pee. You can find that. There is no porno in Israel. You can't find porn. You go online and look for porn, there's no porn. So because in Judaism, it is forbidden for us to do certain things, like I cannot make love to my sister. But here there's the white people in like Georgia that are inbred, you know, the sisters and brother are doing
Kentucky,
it. And
Alabama.
Alabama, all these places, you know.
Yeah.
It's crazy to us. So we have that in there where it says the ones that are not Jewish act as their animals because they don't have these boundaries, which we have. You know?
Yeah.
So people are like, oh, they're saying that we're animals. No, you fucking act like an animal. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Even the way that they slaughter food here, it's like animal, you know?
Yeah.
The way they beat up the sheeps and all of that. Come on, that's inhumane.
Crazy, yeah.
So the things that we say and the way people translate it. For example, goyim. Goyim, it became a big thing on social media. People saying, oh, calling us goyim is like the disgusting humans that are not Jewish. That's not true at all. Goyim, the word means, first of all, the beginning of time, what it meant was nations. So the other goyim, which means the other nations. Today, we use it as a non-Jew. If you're a non-Jew, you're a goya or a goy. Goy is for a boy, goya is for a girl. For example, my brother, his girlfriend, she's converting. So when she goes to see the rabbi has all of the goyim over there. So she's a goya. She says, I'm a goya until I become Jewish. They explain to her, they understand, but everybody's trying to rage bait people, and they want to go online like Dan Bilzerian, fuck his mother, go online and say, hey, you know, these guys are calling us animals and they're calling us goyim. Who is he to tell me who is goyim or what it means? Since when does he speak Hebrew? Since when does he know what it means? He's just trying to gaslight everybody. And then I love it how he goes, well, since I've spoken about Jews, I've lost $800 million in deals. Nah. You had daddy's money. You've been drugged the fuck up. He has a doctor next to him every time he overdoses. He prostitutes women like they are animals. He takes videos with them when they're on a leash. Talking about people, you know, Jews calling other people animals. Fuck this guy. Fucking sick-ass motherfucker. So Dan Bilzerian, who 4 times other podcasters invited him, even Sean Kelly twice, invited you to a podcast with me, but he's afraid. Keeps saying no. I don't want to show up to a fucking podcast with King Azoulay. He said that King Azoulay might hurt me in the middle. I don't want to get hurt. I'm not here to fight. But you're here to promote hate. Because this kind of hate is very bad. You saying something, that's called the butterfly effect. He's saying something in Vegas on a fucking podcast. Next thing you know, a 6-year-old Jewish boy with a yarmulke on the fucking subway in New York gets smacked in the head for being Jewish. That's called the butterfly effect. A butterfly could flap his wings in California and create a fucking typhoon in Japan. As the air flows, so does hate.
Damn.
And I'm too sharp for any of these motherfuckers to even be on a podcast with me. Not Tate, not Dan.
Clav.
Clav is a fucking retard. Myron said 3 times no. Said, no, this guy's a killer. I'm not going to go on a fucking podcast with him. Myron gain my fucking cock, bitch. Break his head in half, you know? These are a bunch of little pussies. Terrorist-looking motherfucker. Alhamdulillah. Snap him in half. Fucking twig. He looks like a fucking burnt match. Like a fucking stick figure burnt match. Right? If
I know
you look
a lot
at
of it, yeah.
Like a burnt match. That's what Myron Gain looks like a burnt fucking match.
You, Myron, boxing match.
Dead. Myron is dead. Sneeko dead. Bring them all at the same time, all one after another, maybe not to seem like bitches, whatever you want.
Yeah.
Bring them. Tate, same night. Everybody. Bring them. Tate, only love. Only love. No hate, bro. But people got to see what I'm capable of doing.
We need to schedule it. I love it. I just wanted to say thank you for everything. Thank you for your time. Thank you for coming out here, truly. I mean, it means a lot to me to be in my position and my age. And with what I'm going through with the transition to Power Slap to my media and stuff, it means the world for you to come out here and do this with me. So I want to thank you, but we need to do a part 2. Okay. It's going to happen.
We will.
We'll let the viewers decide. And I'm telling you, we're going to have some really good clips from this. And I learned a lot from being here with you. So thank you, truly, brother.
You're welcome, brother.
You're my bro.
That's
appreciate
what I'm here
it, bro.
For. God bless everybody at home. No hate, all love. I'm here to support you guys. If you guys are upset with me, just know you see in me something that you are missing in you. And that's the only reason why you're hating me. But don't hate me. Try to learn from me. I tell people this. It's very important for you to understand. You could look and hate, or you could watch and learn. That is your choice. When I see somebody speaking, I like to learn. I sit and I learn. If you want to succeed in life, when you see somebody you don't like, watch, learn, observe. And if you don't like something, just don't use it in your life and move on. But if you sit and dwell and hate and support this person, you're an absolute maniac. I love you all. Thank you.
Thank you, bro. We'll do it again.
Yes.
Awesome.
Killer.
Fuck yeah.